Yeah, I can tell you right now. Let's see. Evan Fournier has played 4 games
Okay.
for the Pistons. He scored 13, 10, 10, and 13.
I see now. Okay. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Not a bunch of minutes, but he seems pretty effective, reasonably effective, yeah.
I mean, his minutes started high and have gone down.
Yeah, weird.
My mic isn't selected.
Weird.
Hold on. Andrew's telling me my mic is... Oh,
how's that, Andrew?
Whoa, that's so much better. I couldn't even, sometimes it's hard to tell until you hear the difference. And then, unless you're Andrew, obviously you can tell immediately.
Well, that's because Andrew's amazing. Speaking of amazing, hi, everybody on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. I just got the text from Andrew. So that's good. I get over under 15 points. That's a good line, XJ.
Yeah, I'm guessing he'll play. I actually don't know who's healthy on their team either, so I should look at that. That's probably a good clue.
I mean, does it really matter? I mean, who the hell knows with this Detroit team? I'll go over. I will go over. I think Evan Fournier is someone who I think, as he proved in New York when he was part of the rotation, he's someone that could is capable of living up to the moment. I think he'll play a good game, provided he gets time. I just don't know how much time he's going to get.
Yeah, that's the big question. But I agree. I think he'll score pretty well. It seems like he's shooting the ball well since he's over there. What is this? 9 of 9, 16, 9 of 19 from 3 since he's been a Piston. So shooting the ball pretty well.
What I was surprised when I was doing, just the absolute most cursory 5-minute overview of their stats today is that they've been not decent, but they've been just below decent at a lot of things over their last dozen or so games.
Yeah.
If you think about the fact that this team was on pace for, I mean, maybe they are still on pace. No, I think they're not on the pace anymore because they've won enough games to get off of that pace. But for most of the season, they were on pace to set the all-time record for at least, fewest wins in the season or equivalent of that in over 82 games. Over the last 13 games, there have been, I think, 8 or 9 teams that are worse than them by net rating, which is astounding. But that's where we're at.
Yep. Not too bad. I mean, like you said, not good.
Yeah, but... not good. Definitely not good. The Pistons are not a good team.
No.
I'm not trying to set up if the Knicks lose this game, it wouldn't be a bad. No, this would be. I mean, I don't know, it's catastrophic, too strong a word. I mean, look, you got to see how the game plays out. Crazy shit happens, but it's as close to a must-win in February as you could get, right?
For sure. Yeah. Somebody to watch out for as they're talking about Fournier and Grimes, of course, talking about Cade Cunningham. Asar Thompson has been playing really well lately, especially defensively. I mean, he's going to be a monster one day, at least on the defensive side of the ball. And what they've been doing, as well as for Amen Thompson, which is really interesting, is kind of putting the ball in their hands and letting them operate a little bit more using their athleticism instead of having other teams take advantage of their terrible three-point shooting. And that's been working out. So I'm looking for Asar Thompson tonight to see what he looks like.
I think, like you mentioned, both of the Thompson, I thought of them this week because I feel like they were probably Asar more than Amen. Was looked at as a guy who might get a 5x5 game this season, and then Wemby finally did it the other day. Hopefully Asar doesn't get it against us tonight. But yeah, man, this is the type of game where if I was, I mean, who the hell knows what Monty's doing, but if I was Monty, I would just put Asar on Brunson and learn from this tonight, see how you do, and because literally, what do you have to lose?
100%. And it's not only his defense, which has been really great for a rookie. I can't think of too many wings that have been as good defensively as Asar Thompson has been right out the gates. But also looking at his rim finishing numbers, his last several games, 2 of 2 at the rim, 3 of 5, 7 of 10, 8 of 9.
That's really good.
He's been scoring. He's been getting to the rim and scoring very efficiently. So yeah, I'm just looking to see how he's playing and just kind of how the Knicks decide to defend him. Not that the Knicks should have all too much trouble tonight, no matter who they have healthy.
Yeah.
You know, if it could be Jalen Brunson against the entire Pistons, and I'd take New York, but just some things to look out for. You got to make the game fun.
No, man, this is one of those games where it's like it should really just come down to the fact that we have Jalen Brunson and you don't. But like this is to me, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but like this is a great like don't fuck around game. Like
yeah.
Obviously I'm saying this with the thought of they have New Orleans coming in tomorrow night, but like can you get away with not extending anybody too much tonight? And I feel like this is what bit us in the ass in a game not long before the break. The Grizzlies game, because you had to put Brunson back in.
Yeah.
He sprains his lost that game anyway. Yeah, I guess because that was the night of the trade. It was the Dallas game. But you never know.
That's such a good point. You got to put teams like this away. I mean, the Knicks are favorited by like 11.5, I think tonight.
That's what I had heard, and then someone said something on the Substack chat earlier today, which made me believe that maybe it was a lower line, but I'm honestly not sure.
John, are you familiar with the rubber band theory, or the rubber band effect? I think is what it's called.
The only rubber band effect I know is from that old T.I. song.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. Dude,
I love that song. Benjy,
yeah.
do you know Rubber Band Man?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Song's great.
Welcome, Benjy.
Hi, Benjy.
The reason that song reference came up, as brought up by John, was we were talking about the rubber band effect, which is oftentimes when teams take a big lead, they tend to play worse as the game goes on, and the lead tends to shrink pretty much very frequently back to what the actual line says. So, if that were to follow, the Knicks would jump out to a big lead, maybe 20 points, maybe 20 points plus, and then play worse, shortly thereafter to kind of have Detroit be able to get back in the game. And what would really be awesome is if they jumped out to a big lead and were able to hold on to it, which we don't see happen very often in the NBA.
The only game I feel like that actually happened was Portland. Where like from the jump, there was total destruction and never got close again. The rest of them, like all the Washington games, all the Charlotte games, like had moments where it was close enough.
Yeah, I don't know how many games. Portland might be the only game this season where there was not a single moment of even remote uncomfortability in the second half.
I guess Philly in January in the second half was, but it was close. It was like tied in the first half, right?
No, but that was a. I mean, my memory is shit. But wasn't that like a 10-point or 12-point game until like late in the third or mid?
I can't be. I don't remember.
So you're as bad as me.
I have the worst memory of all of us here, so don't look to me. Yeah.
Is the rubber band effect? To what extent is it just like statistical regression, and to what extent is it foot off the gas phenomenon?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, I think I'm not sure if someone can fact check me on this. I think the statistical regression is minimal. Like I think it's actually either effort on both ends, either like the losing team increases their effort, the winning team decreases their effort, or strategical changes. So basically like the coaching staff playing prevent offense, for instance, things like that.
Ben is chiming in. What's up, Ben? In the chat here. It's the latter causing a performance regression.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It's hard, like playing great NBA basketball requires a pretty high level of focus, like nailing the little things.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're up 25, it's just harder to do
that.
Yep. Well said.
I would imagine that Boston leads the league in blowouts this year. That would have to be the case.
Their shot making was so obnoxious.
That was offensive. How much I
like they come out and like first possession, like solid defense, and Jaylen Brown just drills a step back three from the right wing, and I was like, oh, this is what and it never stopped.
No, I mean actually no, it stopped. There with 10 minutes to go in the game, when the Knicks also stopped scoring because they were gassed.
Jaylen Brown played out of his mind. Like I don't believe in what we saw from Jaylen Brown that game at all.
He was great.
So, yeah.
He was great.
I don't want to get into a Celtics discussion right now, but the like what is Jaylen Brown? We all know what Jaylen Brown is, but like what I find he's a guy looking at him and his age right now and his numbers right now, both his counting stats and his as I know XJ knows very well, his highly underwhelming advanced stats. Like let's say the Celtics win a championship. Like, how are we going to consider this player historically? I don't know. He's an interesting guy, but we'll talk about that another time. Because there's the ball that just got tipped off. So here we go.
Let's go.
Brunson on Ivy. There we go.
Yes.
I would love the Pistons to piston.
Well, the one thing they continue to do at a pace-setting rate in terms of the rest of the league, even as they've been playing better ball, is they continue to turn the ball over a ton, and they continue to foul a lot, which I would imagine the Knicks will take advantage
So
of.
All-Star Thompson on Brunson is a matchup to watch.
We were talking about that when he came
sir.
on. Yeah.
Yikes.
Left it short, Josh.
Oh, yeah, Presh. Let it
There you
go.
go.
All right, and that's I'm giving it away, obviously, but you want to guess which team over the last 13 games has been better than anyone in the league at keeping opponents off the offensive glass?
I didn't know that
The
actually.
rock
That's
solid
a
Detroit Pistons.
great
rock
poll. I had no idea.
Rock
Rock solid Pistons.
They are rock solid. But obviously,
Saying it all year.
yeah. But Precious,
Ooh, I like
doing his thing. Who was that? Cade with a 3?
Yes, it was.
Christ, don't let this be a Cade Cunningham 5 for 7 from deep night, please.
That would be brutal. I did not want to see that.
I don't think anyone wants to see that. Maybe Monty Williams might want to see that. Although,
There's
if my theory that I posed on the pod
Great shot.
is correct,
there's a Sar at the rim.
Yeah.
He's been scoring very efficiently down low.
Playing as a roller there,
Mm-hmm.
which you can do now a little bit, although you still have Duran out there, but you with the increased spacing now with Fontecchio out there.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
what? Oh, come on now. Enough of this. I wonder how much the rest of the Pistons will rally around Evan Fournier and Quentin Grimes tonight.
That was an easy switch they conceded there.
Benji, I was going to say the same thing. Why are you afraid to just drop down on Asar Thompson? You can leave Asar wide open. It's fine.
No, they switched. I thought it was the Cade. I gotta see. I thought it was the Cade pick and roll they switched. It was also just it's like semi-transition, so I think they weren't yet like ready to actually execute the scheme.
Yeah.
So they just switched by default.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was fine because, again, I think it was semi-transition. But the one where Duran was on Hart and then Precious, I thought should have bumped him out because Asar was the one who was cutting through to the top. And I'm like, just leave Asar wide open and then just go guard Duran. But I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I just think you got to take advantage of the fact that you have one of the worst shooters in the NBA and do everything you can to take advantage of that.
That a boy. What's interesting is that he doesn't have Bronson on Asar Thompson.
Mm.
They have it the other way. And I like that because if you remember on Amen Thompson, Brunson had that matchup and Amen destroyed him on the offensive glass.
Yeah.
All night. So you put him on Ivy and there's maybe a risk a bit of like on ball issues, but at least you don't have that athletic disadvantage on the boards.
Yep. I think that's a great point.
It's a good look from DiVincenzo there.
Definitely. We've seen a bit of a regression from the insanity that was going on, which was to be expected. But he's still playing well.
Wow, Fontecchio with the bully ball.
Good move there, Simone.
Future foundational Detroit Piston, or current, I guess, foundational Detroit Piston.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Man just ran a maze.
Kalen's line does indeed take the cake.
It's a jungle gym.
Jungle gym line, yeah.
That's a very tough shot.
Oh
wow.
my gosh. Are you serious?
That's a full pump.
I hope I didn't talk that into.
I was gonna say, John, I hope you're not foreshadowing what's gonna happen here. I don't want to see that.
I don't know. There was no part of me all day when I was thinking about this game that thought it would be just like a cakewalk, easy win.
Wide open, DiVincenzo 3. Oh, man,
it's good luck.
Yeah,
gotta stop that man in transition. Gotta get back. Lucky.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
dodge one.
Oh, hit him. That's it. Good ball.
Nice.
Okay, got fouled.
Good passing.
That was beautiful. Good. I love when he hits Precious in the pocket. They developed a nice little chemistry there.
There was a lot of nice ball movement on that possession.
Beautiful. You know, you throw the ball to Precious here and pivot straight into the DHO and then roll right into it. And that's great
beautiful,
cut.
Man.
Really beautiful basketball.
Yeah.
I'd like Hartenstein to be a little stronger with that finish.
Yeah. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it because we were focused on other stuff, but you kind of alluded to the fact that you still think he looks a little off.
Yeah. I haven't seen the same like rebounding dominance. I don't think he's getting off his feet quite the same, but that's just eyeballing it. I'm not confident in that. He was at a crazy level in January.
Yeah. Actually, I'll be curious when we get a big enough sample size how the advanced numbers look like post when he first went out with the Achilles. After we get to like maybe 10 games or so.
Yep.
That's good defense on the switch. Oh,
no.
Jalen.
That was Jalen. He does do that sometimes, which is like,
yeah, it's a great pass.
Yeah. Ugh.
I will say, so far, Hartenstein has sort of just maintained his impact, which is kind of crazy. I agree with Benjy. Oh my gosh,
Filth.
That was disgusting.
Really nice move. Pistons are not looking like an 8-win team right now.
No, I don't like how this is looking at all.
I've been telling you guys.
This is the game where it comes down to to fruition.
That's not good.
They have talent, man, and it's to expect a blowout in this game when we don't have that much talent at the moment is kind of silly. Like, not saying we can't blow them out, but like, there's not a tremendous talent disparity out there.
No, it really isn't.
I will say the Fontecchio addition to the lineup, to the starting lineup, is a huge difference for them, and it feels basic to all of us. I think thinking about it, like, like you have a guy who can space out a little bit and give these super crafty and quick guys a little more space getting to the rim, but it has made a difference.
And they're big now. They're just as big as they were with what's his face, Beef Stew, who's suspended tonight. But like it just is a little bit more functional right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the roster makes a lot more sense. What I would like to say is that, like every game, it's like, man, I would love if OG Anunoby was guarding Cade Cunningham.
Yes. That would be.
Yeah. That stinks.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, we could do this. We could do it literally every game, right?
Yes. Yeah. I will.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, look, who's theory? Alex, one of our wonderful patrons, Alex. His theory is that the OG surgery happened on the Monday before it was reported, not on trade deadline day.
Yeah.
I actually can't tell if it's a joke that he's making or he actually believes this, but because obviously the reporting around that was, I mean, there was no reporting because the Knicks weren't telling anybody anything. But like, if that's true, it's 3 weeks. They said 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll see.
The biggest bright side to me is and one thing that I've been looking at is the fact that OG Anunoby would have played the last 10 games or however many games he's missed and played 40 minutes a night. So that's 400 minutes of wear and tear that's off of OG Anunoby that, hopefully he can bottle that and use that later in the season. So I think that's potentially a bright side of it.
I mean, and he needs to get back on the court and prove that he doesn't need surgery. But in theory, that'll be true of Randall as well, if and when he gets back.
Yep. We were talking about Fontecchio for a second. It's funny because like 50% of people I talk to are surprised by this, and 50% of people are like, "Oh yeah, it's crazy." Do we all realize Simone Fontecchio is like 28 years old?
I knew he was an older player. I didn't realize 28. I knew he wasn't 23, but I didn't know he was 28.
Hey, it's Mitch.
There he is.
Bass Pro Shops, of course.
Listen, man, the dude likes to fish.
It's good to see him.
It is. I feel. Is this his first game
that
he's been on the bench since he got hurt? Maybe a bit.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice.
That's what you call automatic.
I think this might be the first game he's been there since he got hurt. Because Fred,
I think you're right, John. I definitely haven't noticed him there.
I haven't noticed. I feel like we would have noticed him.
Oh,
nice.
Precious.
Don't go up soft, Cade. Come on now.
It's my biggest concern with Cade. Always has been.
Man, something about I don't know. I'm not very bullish on him at this point.
I'm bullish on him. That's my concern. Like that. I think he's like
bullish in what sense?
I think the floor is like really high. Like I think he's gonna make all-star teams.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm not that high on Cade personally, but
I really do. Yeah.
Ooh.
Where are we, fellas?
Wow.
Well,
so Benjy, I'm curious, what do you see about Cade that you feel like is kind of gives him that level of floor? I think is what you said.
I just think he's like going to be a really good shooter and a really good playmaker. So you add those two things up, like I think that's a really high floor. Like, can he? Wow,
that's a deep three. Oh,
talk about high floors.
I think.
So I'm worried about his shooting. I think that's the thing that's holding me. I love his playmaking. I think he's going to be a great passer. Another offensive board.
Come on, guys.
Happening? Getting clubbed on the offensive glass right now.
With Precious at the 4, it shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen. With Josh Hart at the 3.
Yeah.
Come on, Joshua, box out.
Love Benjy getting fired up early. This is great.
Holy cow.
Hey!
Oh, it might be one of those Brunson nights.
I mean, it'd be nice if we don't need
many
it to
non-Brunson nights.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Thank God for this man.
Seriously. So Noah Dennis says, is Mitch being there a good sign for his potential return or no impact or, no relevancy? I think it's a good sign.
It can't be a bad sign. I mean, we've been seeing whatever Instagram stuff. Not that I partake too much in that, but like him working out and he's not, I mean, he looks decent, but yeah, I think it's a good sign.
You know what though? Like, who would I like? Is there a player on this team I'd rather have for the vibes than Mitch? He's gonna
even
keep
just
things
that
loose on that bench. Like, I love that he's there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be all over Hartenstein. I love it.
It can't hurt. It really can't hurt.
Seriously, hyping up Hartenstein and Precious. I can only imagine what those two are like with the battery in their back.
Yeah.
All right.
Phew. Oh my.
That's ridiculous.
That was a very difficult shot.
He earned that one.
It was such a dirty crossover. He was just like, I got to pull this.
Likes that spot.
Great call.
He likes the spot. The spot doesn't like him. There he is. Okay.
QG.
Man, he looks weird in that jersey.
24.
Looks weird.
Adds up to 6, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's a good call. I'm so bad with retired numbers. I'm assuming 6 is retired, or is there a Piston currently with number 6?
No idea.
It's retired league wide.
Bill Russell.
Oh, that's right. He was the last. Wasn't Grimes the last?
Grimes
guy
was the last number 6 in the
That's
league.
right.
Because LeBron gave it up willingly.
Good pass.
Really good pass.
That was a great dodge by DDV.
Yeah, LeBron just gave it up. He was grandfathered in, but he gave it up, and then it was just Grimes. And now it's no one.
No,
Grimes knows all our plays. Damn it. He's talking it out. Look at him. He's talking. He's talking to Fontecchio. Bastard. They just switched it. Good. See?
There we go.
Jericho.
He gets so jumpy sometimes with the ball. Oh,
Rebound.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Let's just play volleyball for a minute and get a layup. What in the...
So Benjy, that switch came back to haunt them actually because Precious got the offensive rebound on Quentin.
Yeah, shows you, Quentin. Don't try to game the system. He's talking out again. Look at him. That's a move.
Nice.
Get it? That's how you get going too for a shooter.
All right, so we got it's 1918 Pistons here. Knicks have weathered rather.
It's a great job by Precious.
Yeah, Knicks have weathered an early Detroit storm as we go back the other way.
That was a goaltend.
Yeah, it looked like goaltending.
Great pass, Jericho.
Hey,
Yes,
nice.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Nice.
Offensive rebounding.
20-19, Knicks are up heading into a timeout. I know they're only up one on Pistons team that does not have a very good record, but
maybe it wasn't a goaltend.
You don't think it was goaltend now? Well, whatever. Got the basket anyway. I don't think there's anything to complain about thus far, other than a couple of missed box outs.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts?
Actually,
oh no, I agree. I think that they've played pretty solidly. You know, Ivy made a shot that he doesn't typically make, and they've got a few offensive rebounds, but nothing too concerning for me. I think it's solid so far. It's the first quarter. Nothing that is making me think they're going to really struggle with this team too much.
Yeah, really want to make them play in the half court. A couple times in semi-transition, they got hurt. Otherwise, keep at it. Keep the ball moving. Keep offensive rebounding.
4 offensive rebounds for both teams so far. Pistons 3 of 6 from deep. Knicks 2 of 7. With Brunson obviously with the only two makes. Already 4 3-pointers for Brunson tonight. Something I was keeping track of early in the season, and then I just kind of, once I felt like he established himself on this crazy, like it seemed like he had turned the corner 3-point wise. I kind of stopped paying as close of attention to it, but I feel like Brunson, since Randall went out, and I feel like DJ's been over this, all over this more than anybody, is like just there's, the easy threes aren't there. So I feel like there haven't been as many 3-point attempts. Although, again, I have not checked those numbers recently. I'll probably do so right now. Either way, 4 threes early on, I feel like is a good, healthy sign for him.
Yeah, I think the volume has definitely gone down of 3-point attempts. Definitely, to DJ's point, the one that he's been making, the ratio of pull up to catch and shoot is way different now that Randall's been out, and I think that's the biggest issue that we can talk about.
Yeah, no question. It's a shame too because those two had found like a new chemistry with Randall driving and Brunson relocating around the arc that they didn't really have last year, to the point where in the next few games, had Randall been healthy, they would have already exceeded the amount of assists Randall had to Brunson all of last year. Like they were very close to doing it with many, many games to go before Randall got hurt.
The numbers are not that different. So with over the course of the season up until the Miami game, Brunson was attempting 6.6 threes per game in 35.6 minutes a night. Since the Miami game, it has gone down to 6 per game on 37.3 minutes, but like that's not a huge shift. I think it's mostly just like you guys were saying, pull ups versus catch.
Good hands, Josh.
Nice, very nice.
Brunson has also shot well of late, I will say, by the way.
Yes.
Nice.
Euro. Perfect Euro. I love that.
How you doing? All right, Knicks got a little run here. 12-2 run.
Nice finish, inside hand. That's
Jericho,
one way to make up
he's
for the
gonna
lack
get
of
that.
athleticism is inside hand finish. So use the left hand there to sneak it in.
Very crafty.
Are his finishing numbers any better? It's another thing I haven't looked at recently, but I know they were not great in the early portion of his career.
His finishing numbers are exactly the same as they have been throughout his career. He's not improved 1 percentage point since his rookie season.
Hate that.
Yeah, it's in his wheelhouse.
James Wiseman has entered the proceedings.
Oh, yay.
Ugh.
There you go, John.
Letting him do the only thing he does well.
They are not guarding Cade well.
Quick timeout. A disgusted Tom Thibodeau.
I mean, I feel like this is one of those matchups where, and Josh Hart said he's been yapping a lot this season, but he was yapping recently about his assignments on who he has to guard regularly, and he's like, I'm not thrilled with guarding little point guards. I'm not, thrilled with playing the backup 4, but like, I mean, he's part of why he has value is his versatility on defense, and like he is the best guy to guard Cade, and that should be someone he should be able to guard or do a commensurate job of it.
Yeah, I don't love him in those scenarios. Never thought he was that good in those scenarios.
Who do you want to see him guarding?
Very point of attack, but he should be able to do better than he's done. But like, yeah, speaking of, who was good at that?
Yeah, no,
that's funny. I will say I do think I agree with John that part of Josh Hart's value is his versatility, and even if he doesn't do a perfect job in either of those scenarios, the fact that he's able to like competently is where his value comes from, in my opinion, a big chunk of it. So I think it's a little weird for him to be like, I don't want to do this. I don't know. It's like, Josh, you literally your value is that you do anything that we ask you to, and you do it like pretty well. So you kind of have to do that for you to be worth your contract.
He complains better than anything else, but he does. And I love it.
He is.
All right, Evan. See, he looks good in this jersey. It's more fitting, maybe because it's Francis color.
All right, so Grimes on Brunson. I would like Josh Hart to screen immediately. Oh, Malachi's in too. Look at this. What a party.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Everybody's back.
3 Knicks on the floor.
Well, 8 Knicks on the floor for being technical, but
oh, my God. Go away.
I'm going to start getting in the YouTube comments.
So Brunson going at
Fournier.
Thank you, Evan. Oh, come on.
Good rebound, Jericho. Give me that, AB.
We need that from Burks.
Hey, this is it. Here's the revenge game, guys.
Love you, Alec Burks. Always will. Don't let them caulk you down, Alec.
We would never.
I'm really curious to see how much Quentin handles the ball with.
Yes, James Wiseman.
Benjy, have we ever had a triple Brunson in a game?
By the way, he does pick his victims wisely. He knows exactly.
Wisely, I see what you did there.
That was a pun. Yeah. I mean, like he knows he has more career Brunsons against the Pistons by far than anyone else. He's gotten beef stew like 4 times. Oh man, that's great. Funny.
Should we go through great Evan Fournier memories as a Knick? Or are we not? We're not there yet.
I don't care for it.
I'm trying to think of what memories I have of him that are positive. I mean, the season opener in Boston is like the obvious one.
Yeah, the Boston one.
Or I guess pick any Boston game because there were a few.
Go screen for him. Go screen for him, Bogey. Or do that. That was
nice.
That's just silly.
See, it's like he's a drop killer because he's so damn good in that mid-range. It's like it's tough. You got to pick a poison. That's the poison you pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Benjy, I was a little I had a little slight concern that as Malachi misses the 3,
there wasn't a call.
Slight concern that like the Celtics, what the Celtics did, other teams would try to replicate, which is like, okay, Brunson, kill us from the mid range, do it, which I feel like that's how playoff teams are going to play us too.
Well, the counter would be that at some point they purposely switched KP off of the center and put him on Precious to allow, if you're going to go 1-5, at least you gotta bring Tatum into the action. You could just switch it or whatever. So they weren't comfortable with it all game. They did make a slight adjustment.
Sure.
And there is something, though, to your point, to allowing him to take as many mid-range jumpers as he wants. And like, as much as he'll make a ton of them, it's still a mid-range jumper.
Yeah.
But I just think that when, if and when we get
I won.
Party time starring Alec
Alec
Burks.
Burks is. You know what he is? He's
What
goofy.
is he?
He's so goofy.
He's the goofiest player in the league.
This is unbelievable grifting. Oh, it's just delicious.
Listen, we've been waiting for a Burks game. We haven't had one yet. It's about time. If it has to be against his old team, fine.
He got such little lift. I'm not sure he didn't travel. Like, I'm not sure he didn't come back down before he shot
the
it.
rim this year. He's no longer able to make layups.
Free throws, apparently.
Yeah, he's missed a bunch. He was shooting 90% before he got here.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good point. Yeah, he was shooting 90, over 90.
Oh, man.
I thought that was a nice contest by Sims there to come out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I don't know who that was.
Was it? Oh, it's this guy with the jersey on there. Number 18. What the hell was that?
Good D by Quentin Grimes, what it was.
Yeah.
Got it from behind. He's always had good hands. He gets strips like that, but underneath.
Maybe it's going to be the Malachi revenge game because he never got a chance here.
Ooh.
All right. So quick reset. Knicks end the first quarter up, so that's good. They're up a little sloppy there towards the end of the first quarter. I don't know if sloppy is the right word, but whatever. The Knicks, I think, have played pretty well, and the Pistons have certainly came forward with a effort befitting an actual NBA team as opposed to one masquerading as an NBA team, which they were for much of this year. A couple early stats. Cade Cunningham is perfect from the field, 4-4, including 2-2 from deep. He has 10 points, so nice start from Cade. And there's Mr. Brunson with nearly half of the Knicks points. He is 6 of 10 first quarter field goals. How you doing? Or field goal attempts, I should say. How about Josh Hart with 8 first quarter field goal attempts? Not sure I had that one in my pregame playbook. And these two teams are playing each other pretty even. Knicks had the offensive rebounding edge, 6-4. That's good. Yeah. Other thoughts the first quarter?
Oh, I think.
Sorry,
bad time to pause.
I was going to say, forget about thoughts of the first quarter. What is going on here?
It is a rousing game of Finish the Lyric. That is.
So the man who scored, his name is Tosan Ebuamwan.
That's phenomenal.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, he played at Princeton. He has averaged 16 minutes a game in his last 5.
That's great.
I do not know who that is. That's nice.
I consider myself an avid follower of the National Basketball Association.
I've never heard of this person before.
I've never seen that man play, but nice layup.
You know who did a great job is this gal right here, who won $1,000 because she was able to finish 4 songs.
She's taking home $400 after taxes.
Yes, true. Very good point. It's unfortunate.
I think if I from what I heard, I think I would have been able to finish those 4 songs.
Well, that makes one of us because I would not have been able to finish a couple of them.
Well, the "Shut Up and Dance with Me," I know that song because it's been all over the radio for years. There was a Taylor Swift song I knew.
John listens to the radio.
You know, I drive
it's
sometimes.
Been all over the radio for years.
You know, the funniest thing
I read it in the paper.
I'll hear a song that is like not even exaggerating, like 9 years old, and I will think of it as a new song in my mind. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah, those are throwbacks now.
no,
and
no,
Fournier.
please don't. No. No,
Are you
no,
kidding me?
No.
Are they going to give a what is it? Clear path on that?
A take foul?
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
Fournier is trying to show that he could do exactly whatever Bogdanovich was doing.
Bogdanovich needs to be stronger on the ball.
Yeah.
That's a walk, Quentin. No, it was.
I love when players do something extremely obvious and then are bewildered about it. It's the best.
There we go. No, stay on it. No, get out of there, Jared. That's it. Oh.
Sure. Why not?
They've run that play a few times where Bogdanovich screens, slips, and then comes back on a curl to get him a 3, which I like. It's a nice little, similar to some stuff they ran for Fournier back in the day.
Wow, left Quentin open in the corner, and he clanked it.
Jericho's rebounding really nicely tonight.
Wow.
Look at this guy.
That was nice.
Yeah, because he's a freaking man.
He knew you were doing the watch along.
He's so smooth.
A smooth 39%
Oh,
at
yeah,
the rim.
James. Oh, no. How did that work?
He got
Dude,
so
it
lucky.
didn't.
James, are you serious, man?
No,
That was an awful pass.
We're lucky we got a charge.
Yeah.
All right, Precious. He's played the whole game. I think we can sit him down for a minute.
Yeah, the Precious substitution pattern playing and Brunson, by the way. Both of them have been playing.
Brunson's
into the second
understandable.
quarter. Well, yeah, but like this is now like a normal thing that they're doing.
That
They're
they
playing
start
both
the
of these,
sec-
he's playing
they-
both of them into the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that's extremely uncommon. Normally, players will not come back out at the beginning of the second quarter, even if they play the whole first quarter, which is not uncommon. But to
playing the
continue
whole
on into the
first, that
second
happens.
is strange.
That's not happening.
Nice.
I've never seen him try a lefty scoop layup like that, so I had a feeling it wasn't going to go in. That's a
yeah.
pass. Oh, shoot the first one, Bogues.
Shoot it, Bogey.
No.
Who pointed it out after like either his first or second game that he likes doing that sidestep from the corner
Yeah.
on the initial contest? One of our excellent film people, perhaps the one I'm talking to right now.
Definitely wasn't me. I'm not that smart.
Nice,
Okay, no
Isaiah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good shot.
No, look, they're getting good looks.
What are we gonna get a Fournier pick and roll here?
Fournier Wiseman.
Another one?
My God, so many.
It's a very poor job by Bogdanovich. He got lucky there. Close short. But worked out. Whoa!
He almost didn't get it.
He almost didn't get
He
there.
did not dunk it. That was not a dunk. He placed
I'm honestly
the ball.
glad. I'm glad he raised his socks up tonight
Yeah.
because
yes.
there's so much paleness
yes.
when he has the.
He's got
I
his
keep
Brian
saying,
Cardinal
he needs a sleeve.
Oh,
Hey!
with the strip on Quentin.
Bogey showing you getting his hand on that ball.
Don't you start with me.
Listen,
Oh no, Alec!
That was an
Alec!
insane shot by
Great
Burks.
play by Bogey. Oh my!
Jesus
Oh my God! Joshua, relax. What is
Oh,
happening
what's
here?
going
That's what's happening.
What a pass. That was an insane pass.
I like a little Josh.
Did
Hart
you like that
stuff in it.
pass?
That was wild. I didn't think he would
was
make
pretty,
it there.
I thought it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Can I just say a little,
yeah.
like when you have Hartenstein at the ball, they don't do nearly enough duck-ins the way Josh Hart just did it. And there are so many guys on the team that could benefit from that. Like Julius comes to mind immediately, like a little high-low action like that. Hart's another one where if you because iHeart can pass from the high post, you clear that baseline. And I feel like OG, another one that could totally utilize it. Just like get a quick seal, cut from the corner when iHeart has the ball up there. I'd love to see them do that more.
Yeah,
and when he
Benjy,
plays with Precious too.
I agree. Do you think they're able to do it when Precious is in the game, or is the spacing not good enough to be able to execute that? Because I felt like they could do it because Bogey was in the game, and so Josh could just cut to the rim. And it's like he's wide open.
That's a great point. If it's Precious in the game, it probably has to be Precious. The one
It
that's
has to be
doing
Precious himself. Yeah.
And he's usually an oversized 4, so like there's no reason not to do it. Like he's often matched up against smaller guys. It's something that I actually, in my initial thread about Hartenstein, I'm like, And I was thinking of RJ at the time also. I'm like, because they did this with the Clippers a lot. The little duck-in plays for Kawhi and stuff, Terrence Mann. And I was like, I just like adopt some of that stuff, but they haven't really. I'd love to see it more.
They're saving it for that conference finals against the Celtics. Coming. One of these days. Did you see or did you notice? I think it was against Boston on Saturday night. Your favorite connection in the league, Benjy. Hartenstein went for deuce cutting towards the rim and it got broken up, I think. I almost positive
Yes. They went for a backdoor. Yep.
They went for the backdoor, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was kind of I was like, I don't know if he should pass that, Hartenstein. Sometimes I think he's a little overconfident in his passing abilities.
He can't help himself.
Well, I can do it.
No, literally, like he's addicted to backdoors. It's unhealthy.
Isn't that the answer to your question? Given that, while every coach dislikes turnovers, there is perhaps no coach in the league who dislikes them as much as this head coach.
Yeah, and I think that's why he hasn't even approached that like Clippers level hub assist rate. Like Tibbs is, I think, too hesitant to run things through him, probably partially because of that turnover rate.
Yeah.
That can creep up. But they found a nice balance. They found a nice balance, I think.
As it is, his turnover rate is very high.
Yeah, so exactly. And he's not even doing all that much of it.
A question that I've wondered off and on. So, and again, this would involve him playing minutes without, because really we're talking about if you're going to use him as a little bit more of an offensive hub, it's going to be without Brunson on the floor. And so is he going to be in there for the minutes that Brunson is not on the floor in the playoffs, to the extent that there are those minutes, because there's not going to be many of them, because that's when they'll really need to get a little bit more creative. But
that's a good point. If Mitch is in there, I would almost force Hartenstein to be able to play the minutes that Brunson's not in the game. If Mitch is back.
If Mitch is back, you would force
basically
Hartenstein to play the minutes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I play Mitch with Brunson more in order to be able to get Hartenstein out there when Brunson's not. Because I think it'll be that more. I mean, it's obviously we all know it's critical that they find a way to generate offense when Brunson's not on the court, and you have to have every tool that you can possibly have out there. I think when Brunson's not.
Benjy, do you agree with that? Because I'm exactly on the same page with XJ on this one.
So you'd start Mitch.
No, I wouldn't start Mitch.
Stagger. You rotate it. You take Hartenstein out early. Mitch in.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. I think that's right. Especially because you're going to have, theoretically Randall-led lineups to create a little bit more space for him with Hartenstein over Mitch is important.
Yep.
Look, there are a lot of ways you can
pin down. Here it is.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
For the Bogsters.
Fournier's defense of that was hilarious.
I get a boom. They like that little play. They've run it multiple times now.
I mean, leverage the guy shooting.
That was awesome.
Guy can shoot. Oh no!
Oh wow! Straight line drive from Evan Fournier to the basket. What is that?
That's right in the switch pocket, right? So they're going to switch that little handoff. Yeah, and just burst right through the seam before they can do it.
Yep.
Got to be tighter. Wow!
Yikes!
That was a knuckler.
Haven't seen many of those from Deuce.
Nah.
Lately. No.
Oh.
A step back.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, where is this?
I mean, look, he never got a chance.
Every time Malachi got a couple minutes, I was fairly impressed with him. There's an NBA player in there.
Absolutely.
Why? He loves rebounding his own misses. That's such a random Burks thing. But then he missed it again.
Because when he misses, it's like hard and short, and it comes right back to him.
But he reads it well.
Yeah.
But then he has to actually score.
All right. So this is I don't want to say a pivotal stretch in the game here, but like they had a 12-point.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
They had 12-point leads down to 7. Like, it'd be really nice if you could hand Jalen Brunson at least a double-digit lead when he comes back into this game, whenever that is. And then hopefully get one final push and get, somewhere in the high teens before you go into halftime. Like, you just do everything you can to try to avoid this being too strenuous as you get deep into the second half.
So to the rubber band effect that I was talking about earlier, I like when you blow the game open in the third quarter. Like I'm okay with them hanging around for a little bit, and then the third quarter is when you blow it open, and then you can really rest guys in the fourth quarter. Ooh,
his mid-range shot is pretty sweet.
It's the arc seems so high,
and he elevates too. So, oh
he
yeah,
stepped out of bounds. Yeah, of course he stepped
Bogues.
out of bounds. Nice, good job.
Oh, there he is.
The fonts,
the F factor.
Terrible. See, it's stupidity like this that gets you raked in the YouTube comments. Resident putz, Benjy Ritholtzer.
gosh,
someone tomatoed me.
That's hilarious.
He said, "Where's Jeremy? This guy stinks." 3 tomatoes. It's so mean.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's a quote.
Oh my gosh.
It was so mean.
That's wild.
People are great. They really are.
Online abuse. And then one other guy said, "I don't know who the bigger putz is, Ritholtz or Katz."
To which I said at the time,
2 worst Knicks commentators in the world, or something like that.
That is crazy. Your comment section is nuts, guys. Come on. I used to live in it, so I know. Trust me.
That's how Andrew found you, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening on this possession.
Josh Hart's drilling a 3.
Oh my god!
No. There's never been
Are you kidding me?
Never been a more obvious make.
That's Jesus.
Never been. I mean, it was knew it before it left his hand.
What a funny player. He really is just like, I don't know. I think he's easy to love. I know what I wanted to ask you guys. I don't know how comfortable either of you guys feel about diagnosing like shooting mechanics, but someone mentioned to me a few days ago that they thought coming out of the All-Star break, Josh's like so with the shot mechanics, like either like a higher release point or like it looks better. You see anything about like?
Someone raised that in the post game. I think it looks a little bit crisper too, but I haven't like broken it down side by side to analyze it. But it does seem a little higher, and I'm saying that off the cuff without having again broken it down.
Yeah, I have no comment on this. If we saw it side by side and Benjy broke it down to me, I would be able to follow it. That's pretty much the extent.
That's where I'm at.
Good pass. No.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, they called it? Lovely.
Why are they fouling Josh Hart from there?
Because he has him spooked. Come on, you wouldn't be scared of Josh Hart? You're Detroit.
I would be scared of Josh Hart. They shouldn't be. Oh man,
Josh Hart's he shoots. Never mind.
What?
His arm angle makes an actual triangle with his form is crazy. Like I don't know who taught this guy how to shoot. It's like it's actually a credit to how good he is at other things that he's like a very good NBA player who's made a lot of money shooting the way he shoots. Because the thing is, as he said, my blank is broke.
Who was Jim Furyk, the golfer with that crazy swing?
No, but he always made solid contact, which I guess Josh Hart does too with the rim, and at times the backboard.
That's not going there,
that's not going to work.
Don't turn your head there, Bogues.
I remember early in Josh Hart's career with the Lakers, I thought of him as a shooter. And I don't know if his shooting form was dramatically different. I'm looking back at it now. He shot 40% his rookie season as a Laker.
Yeah, I think he has these weird years and stretches where he, like last year with the Knicks, where it all kind of comes together. Yeah. Good pass there, Bogues.
Nice.
That's awesome. Great possession there all around.
Yeah.
Everybody moving the ball.
He's a really nice drive and kick guy, like when it's simple, Bogey. He did that with Utah really well when there was a lot of space and he could just drive closeouts and make the simple reads.
Who's that?
That was Cade. I'll live with that. I'll live with that.
He's having a hell of a game.
What? Was that Josh?
I don't know. I missed it.
The hell? Did Josh make...
Nice.
Pistons. You such Pistons.
That's like the third time like a ball has ricocheted off of a piston. And
But by the way, Hartenstein has this crazy knack of he just puts his meaty arms out there and the ball hits it sometimes.
He's such a large human.
He's just like it hits off like it doesn't hit off his hand, it hits off his arm. It's like straight off his arm.
Yeah, that's strange.
Keep it moving. I would have rather he come screen for Brunson to come off the next DHO rather than go and get it again. Yeah, this is
not going to work, guys.
This is tough.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous offensive possession for Detroit.
I mean, it was.
Oh, that's a foul.
How is that
Fontecchio clubbed him in the head.
On, man. Seriously, this is the shit. This is the stuff right there. Come on.
Am I wrong that Fontecchio didn't clothesline him, but as he was going to the rim?
I didn't see. I thought Brunson punished him, and I thought he was going to score, and Fontecchio was holding his hip. I saw after that, but I didn't see if he hit him in the elbow or if he hit him in the head.
Well, Tibbs doesn't look like he's thrilled with the non-call. Here, let's take a look here.
But isn't that his right hit? Doesn't his right arm hit him in the face? What?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure Brunson held his face after because Fontecchio's right arm hit him in the face.
Yeah, he did hold his face for sure.
And I thought I saw live. I thought he clotheslined him.
Brunson doesn't get those calls.
God,
no, and it's like, what? Like, why? What's the reason? Like, and you could point to the fact that Brunson is like he's getting a fair. I'll look it up right now. How many free throws attempts per per game he's getting? I mean, he's obviously is he leading the team or is Julius still up there? Yeah, Brunson's not even leading the team. He's 6.4 free throw attempts per game, which it sounds like a decent number. Go look at how many foul shots per game like Trae Young gets. He should get a lot more than he does. And I don't know, is it like the difference of 1 or 2 trips to the line a night? But whatever it is, it's not enough.
Yeah, I normally, John, look at free throw rate adjusted to the league average. And Brunson is at 124, which means he's 24% above league average free throw rate, which sounds high, but relative to how much he drives, how much he's in the paint, how much he attacks, that seems pretty low to me. And I could look up Julius Randle's real quick too, because I'm sure Julius is higher.
And he's one of the highest frequency drivers in the league, and it's not like he's not a physical driver. He's a very physical driver.
Yeah. Yep. Julius Randle 143, so much higher than Brunson in terms of free throw rate.
Dirty Dancer's saying he needs to sell it better.
Oh, he sells. Yeah,
I'll push it back on that. I think he does a decent job.
Brunson flops plenty.
No.
It's not. He sells it. I think part of it is he gets in the when he's amongst the trees. I honestly think it's a bit harder to see.
Yeah, might be
like his head is at weird levels. Where ref might have missed the arm in the head because his head's only 5'11" off the ground. I don't know.
So we got Josh Hart has tied Brunson with 11 shot attempts in this game. Which, how I feel about that. Meanwhile, you got the Pistons here shooting 50% from the field and 45% from deep on only 11 attempts, which because I obviously don't take a ton. But I don't know. Given how they've been shooting, it's hard to be too mad with the fact that the Knicks are only up 7. The one thing the Pistons have done a lot is turn the ball over. Obviously, they have 9 turnovers, and the Knicks, to their credit, this is wild. They have 18 points off 9 Piston turnovers. That's about as good as you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Spain for DiVincenzo that never turned into anything. That's a horrible play.
Yeah, he hasn't looked great tonight. With the ball in his hands.
That was not what Tibbs envisioned out of that timeout.
Benji, what's the difference between Spain and stack?
Same thing.
Oh, it's the same. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. One describes the formation and one is where it's from.
Got it.
Thank you for that clarification. That makes a lot of sense.
No, that's helpful because in terms of like chess openings, they describe things like that too. Like they call the Roy Lopez, which is a chess opening created in Spain, they call it the Spanish, so it's pretty similar.
Yeah, that was a foul there, Boyan.
It was a foul, but it was a cheap foul.
Did you guys see the clip on Twitter?
What was cheap? Wait, what was cheap about him smacking the guy's arm?
It was
Directly
light
forcing an air ball.
I thought it was light contact.
So this is relevant. I think this is relevant to what I'm about to say. I don't know when the contact occurred. I need to see the replay, but I saw this clip of Dylan Brooks, how he defends 3-pointers.
Itamar.
Which is like after the release is gone, he gives him a high five, which apparently is totally legal to do.
That was Itamar put that out.
Oh, okay.
Really yeah. Okay. Yeah. Saw that too. Very cool that he compiled a bunch of them where he's doing that. That's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So Busy has a question. He said, "Why can't Brunson get a little bit more rest with a 9-point lead? Why does he only get a 5-minute rest?"
Because they have no other way to score.
I don't know much to add.
I think that was a good play by Dante.
Listen, this is the Pistons making this a game right here these last few minutes. That's exactly what this is. So 50-48 now. Knicks lead, which was once 12, I think, is down to 2 as the Pistons have gone on a 9-0 run.
Oh, all the way to the rim.
Oh! How did he miss that?
Oh.
Didn't use the backboard.
He's not used to getting all the way to the rim.
Yeah, I was about to say, probably very unfamiliar sight.
It's the easiest shot I'll have all season.
Yeah.
Literally just a finger roll.
Wow. By the way, Brunson finishing at the rim no better than Cade Cunningham, 54% at the rim.
I feel like he never gets there.
Yeah, very, very low volume.
All-star. Wow, Brunson.
Don't do that, Jalen.
Bro, that's your star, man.
There you go,
That's your star. That's sick.
It is, but I don't want to see it. Although I understand. Cade, John,
Cade's
why did you say the thing, man?
I don't know.
Cooking.
I don't know why I did that.
Cade's doing something called cooking.
6 of 6 for 18 points.
By the way, he killed them last time they played too, Cade. Oh, mama.
Nice move, but.
Yep. And then the foul. Precious. Why are you putting your hand on his shoulder?
And they're in the bonus.
That's horrible. That's a horrible foul.
I will go so far as to say I think this is the worst game that Precious has played in several weeks.
I'd agree. This has not been Precious.
It was pretty bad on Sunday too, or Saturday, whatever.
Well, then.
But at least that was Boston.
This is crazy to do from Jalen. I respect it. I appreciate it.
XJ,
I don't want
it. I love it.
I gotta stop you there, man.
I'm not a fan, man. I don't know what to tell you. I know, both of you. I know who I'm on with. Trust me, I know. But
no, I mean, I get where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. I do.
He gets hurt. The season's in the garbage. None of it matters. So,
you're right about. If he gets hurt, then we could all go home.
Basketball is about basketball, so he should play basketball.
I want to ask a hypothetical here.
Nice,
Devo.
Here comes
Needed
Devo.
that.
Couple
Much
of big
needed.
ones here from DiVincenzo.
I'll ask at halftime though. Wow, that was a tremendous pass by Cade. It's like he knew that Durham was going to be open on that screen.
He's manipulating the defense right now, a la the way Halliburton makes us look sometimes.
This is a sick game from Cade all around.
3 in a row. Attaboy,
Nice.
Jericho. Goodbye.
And one.
Yes, there we go. Okay. I like the fight here. I like the fight. Things were not going their way for a few minutes, and they're certainly not letting go of the rope.
Jericho has rebounded the ball so well tonight.
Yeah.
Good player.
Yeah. Okay. So we got 59-55.
5 boards in 9 minutes.
How many?
5.
5. That's pretty good.
They're overhelping from there. I don't know. Oh, Jericho roll.
Oh, what? What a block by Cade from behind.
That's a great job by Jericho, too.
Yeah.
Great block by Cade. Great job by Jericho. I thought if Jericho kept going to the rim there, he had a dunk. And he went to screen instead.
Oh, my God. If
He
Cade plays like
swallowed
this,
that.
then yeah, forget it. He's a multi-time All-Star for sure. This is a ridiculous game from him.
Listen, this is because the shooting's there tonight.
Right, exactly.
And the Knicks are thinking about it clearly because I think that's the answer about why are they overhelping.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Yes.
Looks
He did
good.
that.
Looks
That
crisp,
was
huh?
big.
Yes.
That was big.
Big shot.
Hey, look up. Knicks up by 7.
Yep. Get a stop here and go and
Not
feeling
bad.
good. Spain. What's the coverage? Not good coverage.
Jericho didn't know.
They never recognized it. Which is why Jericho.
Oh,
no!
Well, that would have been disastrous. Okay. All
Can I ask a
things
question?
considered,
Did Isaiah Hartenstein have fouls, or this was an injury management thing?
I have a feeling it was an injury management thing. So the Knicks,
He had 2.
Monty's not happy with that non-call. The Knicks go into the half up 4 points on the very feisty Detroit Pistons. I do want to say, again, no excuses, but this is a Pistons team that is shooting 53% from the field here and 50% from deep, 7 of 14 on threes. To say nothing of the fact they've gotten to the line 13 times and made 11 of those free throws. So they're shooting really well across the board. The Knicks obviously doing a good job forcing turnovers, and as they have been all season long, doing a great job getting on the offensive glass. 11 offensive rebounds for the Knicks here at halftime. I am going to go do a halftime Zoom, so I'll be back to join you guys in a few moments.
See you soon.
Later.
Yeah, Benji, to your point about Hartenstein, I think I'm assuming he's on a minutes restriction of some kind. He played 24 minutes last game. He's at 13 right now, so they probably don't want him too much over that in each half, I would guess. What I was gonna ask you is, or I can monologue for a little bit if you need.
Go for it.
What I was going to ask you is because I understand your point about like competitiveness and playing the game full board and doing everything you can do to win, and that being like a cultural thing and important for you kind of like doing that in all situations. So you can't pick and choose when you play that way. But for instance, let's say a high level quarterback throws an interception, let's say to the safety or to the linebacker, and it's early in the season, the guy is running for a touchdown. Maybe it looks like a pick 6. The quarterback's the last guy in the way. Do you want the quarterback trying to tackle that linebacker or safety, or do you want him to just let him go into the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's somewhat contextual, and I don't think that was like a crazy dangerous play for him.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. To be fair,
yeah. So like, and I've said I don't know. I think it's a fair thing to say, like, maybe you shouldn't be like taking like not the fake charges he takes, like the real charges he takes,
the real serious charges.
On the way that hurts his hip, and he said he's having hip issues because of it. So like, yeah, there's absolutely what to be said for preserving yourself if you're Jalen Brunson. That will never allow me to. I don't know. I guess it depends on the play. And on that play, it was like, I don't think there was a high degree of danger there, and it was just a super winning play.
Yeah, you're right. That
part of it is what makes him who he is too, right?
Yeah.
It's like he gets the most out of that freaking 5'11" body. Like he's a winner. He's a winner. But no, I don't think we're really disagreeing. Like, of course, there's a degree of preserving the body over an 82 game season, no question about it, especially for a guy like him.
Yeah, and you're right. It's not fair. I'm not making an analogy like that's the same situation as it would be.
I know.
And you're right. It wasn't like a super dangerous play, but I just see when I see him throw himself around and put him in harm's way like on a consistent basis for like what I would consider like little reward in that moment. That's just like when I feel concerned. But I think that was fine. Like a good play, and he wasn't really in danger or anything like that.
It's a hard balance. Like usually the guys that are like they're Josh Harts of the world are like, that's what makes them who they are. And the value is dependent on doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
Obviously, Brunson's not that way.
Exactly. If Josh does it, I'm like, hey, this is how you're making $18 million a year.
That's
like,
what the money's for.
You got to do it. Yeah. That's what I think. And I really appreciate guys like that, like the Pat Bevs, where it's like, you got to just do every single thing you can, squeeze out every minute potential advantage that you possibly can. And dive and throw yourself around and draw charges and do everything. I love guys like that, but I'm just like, if you're the superstar, you can't also be that guy. I feel like,
I'm trying to think about guys who were like that, like superstars who played that way.
It becomes in a way, and you may balk at this characterization, but in my opinion, it becomes in a way selfish because like, it's like the team needs you they just need you to be there and doing your other thing. And by doing that, you're like, this is who I am. This is how I maximize myself. This is my competitive nature. But it's like, okay, buddy, we need you to dial that back because we depend on you to do these other things that no one else can do,
Right. Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard to coach that out of somebody.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's part of what makes him who he is. That's, I don't know. I wonder if that conversation's happened in the organizational structure. Like if anyone said to him, dial back the taking charges on like Giannis.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe someone has said it to him.
And I think he would take charges against literally anyone. Like I think he would take a charge against Embiid if it meant, we're going to win this possession. And that's just like, maybe you can't coach it out of him, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you can do, honestly. I just hate it. I want to look at how many charges.
I'm not sure. Like, obviously, like a lot of superstars have played really hard, but are like guys that are like crazy hustle guys in addition to being the best offensive player. Like,
I can't think of
Kobe certainly hustled. MJ certainly hustled, but like I wouldn't call them like. They weren't diving out of bounds and like, I don't know, taking tons of charges. I don't know. You got to think about that one.
So if I'm looking at the charges drawn list this year, there's no, okay, let's see. Brandon Podziemski, Brunson's number 2. Then Hardaway Jr., Mo Wagner, by the way, not Franz Wagner. Draymond Green.
Ooh, Dirty Dench, that's a good one. Iverson wasn't much of a defender, but he definitely sacrificed his body in other ways. Honestly, offensively,
I was gonna say
took so many freaking crazy falls. Like
Iverson ain't taking no charges though.
No, he wasn't taking any charges. I don't think. Not that I can remember.
I don't think so.
They surrounded him with a bunch of nut jobs, 6'8" beasts, so that he didn't have to play any defense.
Very true.
But it's rare. It is pretty rare. It's interesting. That said, like for him to have any value defensively, he has to do some of that. Like,
did Curry do a lot of that? I feel like Curry put his body on the line to draw charges. Maybe I'm thinking of playoff scenarios where like everybody would do it.
Yeah, not with this kind of. I don't think so.
I guess I'm just remembering playoff situations where he was just needed to not get completely taken advantage of against the Cavaliers and stuff like that. It's like he just had to do whatever he could do, but not during.
I will say like Kevin Love took a ton of charges and tough ones. And when he was a primary player, he was definitely a guy who got beat up.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That sumo wrestler clip going around was amazing. Do you see that?
No, I don't even know what you're referencing.
What's his name? Kirby from the Starters. What's his name? Whatever. He posted a video from remember Sports Science?
Yeah,
on ESPN.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So an old Sports Science video where they put Kevin Love under the basket against an actual sumo wrestler, and they asked him to box out the sumo wrestler.
Oh,
and they did
man,
like a
that's
sports
so
science on it.
funny.
It was very dope. So it was Minnesota Kevin Love. So that's what I was thinking about it.
That's hilarious. I found it on YouTube anyway. I'm gonna watch it real quick, just like in the background, because that's so funny.
Busy Lowry, absolutely. Now it didn't have the scoring. It wasn't asked to do the offensive stuff that Brunson's asked to do, but definitely a good example of a star who definitely sacrifices his body all the time. Yes.
Yeah.
Great one. That's a great one.
Lowry's like, I don't know, because a lot of his value was from that too, though. You know.
Yes, for sure. And he never had to carry this kind of offensive load.
Yeah.
He was a very good offensive player, but was never what Brunson's doing.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Kevin Love boxing out.
Dude, watch his shoulder, by the way. Like, they're so lucky he didn't separate his shoulder doing this.
They would never let him do this or let anyone do this
Right?
nowadays. This
like,
is
watch his
ridiculous.
shoulder. Like, the force of that is crazy.
He's going so hard. Like, yeah, this is crazy. They would never let any active player do this right now.
That pass from Giannis was very dope. Phew, like a discus.
Benji, you were saying like earlier, when Devo scored the layup, saying the kind of the thing about like, it gets the shooter going when they can see the ball. Is that a real thing? Like,
I think
have you experienced that personally?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like free throws, layups, anything?
Hard to prove. I'd be curious if you could try to, anything. A technical free throw. I think it makes sense, right? Like the confidence that comes with just getting points on the board and like the relief of getting some points on the board if you're struggling. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like my whole life was like I was a shooter and mostly shot. I was a mid-range shooter too, but like not much at the rim. And my dad used to literally yell at me every game to go to the rim. For this
How was
reason.
your handle? How's your handle?
My handle's okay. My handle's very good in terms of like getting to my mid-range game, like 1-2 dribble combos kind of thing. But like once you're asking me to like straight line drive, it's not so great.
Gotcha. Well, the reason I'm asking is because I'm not gonna do a study on it, to be honest. But like I do want to think about like how I would do a study on it because it's super interesting to me. It's like because I can imagine all of the intangible things that may happen. It's just like not only are you making the shot and building, it's like you're remembering all the times you made shots almost. It's almost like it puts you in a different mindset. The mindset that you had when you've been in the gym, just hitting everything and you're like, I can do this all day easily. It like jogs you into that mindset.
You know what else I think is like when you're a shooter, and especially if you're like a majority 3-point taker. So like if you think about it, your shots are by definition a lower percentage than other guys. Like to get on the board, you're taking 35 to 40% shots.
Yes.
It's very easy to start a game over 3. Whereas if you're a guy who takes most of his shots at the rim and or at the line, it's harder to go over 4 or over 5.
That's a great insight.
So I feel like I experienced this where it's like you just don't have it going early from 3. And it's like to just get an easy one is like, I don't know. It's like particularly valuable. I think I really do believe in it. And I don't know how to prove it, but I definitely do believe in it as a concept.
Is there an aspect of it, Benji, where like, do you feel bad when you're taking threes and like missing them? Like, do you have is your conscience kicking in? And then if you get a layup, you're like, okay, I'm still helping my team. Like I'm not shooting 0 for 10. I'm like, I'm 1 for 7. It's or 2 for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
just like you realize you're still helping your team in that
100%. And it's a big thing also for coaches. Like I have coaches who made a big impact on me in that sense. Like to erase a shooter's conscience is actually very important.
Yeah.
Well, not to say it goes away, but like to understand, like certainly if you have a track record, you're a 40% 3-point shooter. It's like, I literally don't care how much you miss. It makes zero difference to me that I want you to shoot the next one. And coaches have literally told me that. And that made a huge difference to know that your coach didn't care because it's a process idea, right? It's like, well, that's a good shot for us. We want you to take it every single time, no matter what's going on.
For sure. Yeah.
And like, it's a high variance shot. Like you can go 0 for 7 and then make 8 of your next 11. Like it just happens.
You talking about threes?
Yeah.
It's such a great point, and I feel like some people just don't have that conscience. They're just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep jacking, like the J.R. Smiths of the world.
Yes.
And some people are great shooters, but have that conscience. And it's like, we got to like knock it out of them.
We have to knock it out of you. Yeah.
In high school situations, I remember like we'd have good shooters and they'd be like, I missed a couple. And we'd like yell at them. We'd be like, bro, if you're not shooting, like fuck off. Like for real. Like if you're not shooting, like don't play, just forget about it. But shoot every time. We don't care if you miss 20. Like we would just be in their ear, you know, just like yelling at them.
They're still trying to convince Luke Kennard. He's been in the
one
NBA
of the greatest
like 5,
shooters in the world.
years.
Like, dude, you got to do it. That's crazy. And some of us, for me, I'm like, dude, if I was that good at shooting, like you would not be able to stop me from shooting. I would just keep shooting always. Like you would have to bench me into oblivion for me to stop shooting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, Dirty Dancer. Grimes not shooting at times. Yeah, I think Grimes is one of those guys for sure. Like, I think he feels bad that he's missing. He's like, damn, I'm like hurting the team. And it's like, no, dude, you're hurting the team by like not shooting. You're hurting the team by not being aggressive. You know, like I don't know. It's weird.
I'm looking right now at our schedule this year because I wanted to see. So this is our if you distill the league into like tiers and you kind of put the teams that for the whole season have been in the bottom tier. So Spurs, Blazers, Grizzlies, Pistons, Wizards, and Hornets. We have 16 total games against all of those teams, if I counted correctly, and I'm pretty sure I counted correctly. As of now, we are 12-0 against those 16 teams. This is the 13th game. We have 3 more. I wonder how many teams will finish the season undefeated against the Sinister Six, if you want to give them
Sinister Six.
But I imagine it's hard to do because of like variance. So that's why I'm thinking out
totally. Could we see a similar situation as the Sixers game where Deuce on Cade is a late game adjustment?
That's interesting.
Because what he's doing right now is unacceptable. There's a little floppy for Jalen.
Good cut, Devo.
That's a great finish.
That's a really nice finish. Other than those 2 threes, it was a quiet half from Dante. But the 2 threes were big, in fairness.
Yeah, as Benji said, we have seen a little bit of regression from him, which had to be expected.
It's a pretty good closeout by Jalen. Got up there.
Ooh.
Big time screen. Oh, he walked.
Oh, I was gonna say nice move. Maybe it was a travel, but
no, he got away. No, the move, the spin was good.
Oh,
I thought he
okay.
walked right after he picked up the ball.
Gotcha.
Oh man,
really?
Man,
a weak reach in like that?
He's getting. I have a feeling he's gonna get a lot of calls on anything borderline down the stretch. The type of calls
that was a walk.
I see it.
That was
Yeah,
just a walk.
I see it. Yeah.
Got away with it.
Yeah. Do you guys think there's something to like, this is going to sound stupid, but like, I feel like players, when they drive, they get more calls for getting hit on the wrists and the hands than they do getting hit like on the shoulders or like in that area. For some reason, like for instance, that foul that K just got, it's like reach and fouls are so quickly called. And then when James Harden popularized the like extending the ball and just getting slapped on the arms, he gets, those guys get every call, but maybe that explains some of why Brunson doesn't get the calls. I don't know.
I think they're more exposed and easier to call. Like it's easier to see.
I mean, in fairness, we kill the refs a lot. It's a really hard game to referee, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
See, like that's a nice way to generate a catch and shoot 3. I know he missed it.
Yeah.
That was a nice little action there to get Jalen a pin down. That's interesting.
I mean, can we give Josh Hart a little credit for the
Absolutely.
defense? Yeah.
I'd love to. Oh,
there it is.
Come on.
There it is.
Okay. This is the start that we needed to this half.
Great two-way sequence from Hart.
Third quarter, baby. Third quarter is when I want to see him pour it on.
Devo up to 13 all of a sudden. That happens fast.
Yeah. No,
Still 50% from 3.
Here's another Spain with Fontecchio. How do they do it?
Give Cade a mid-range shot.
I mean, that's not bad defense,
Yeah.
but like the idea on Spain is that Precious wants to switch that, right? Your guard switch and your center drops. That's how the Knicks want to guard Spain.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't communicated it in time a couple times. That time, it didn't really seem like they were totally on board either. Like Precious kind of sat back and waited.
Mm.
Give me the float game!
I don't mind that. He hasn't taken him in a while.
Stop ball.
No way. No way.
Hallelujah. If that fucking went
Come
down.
on.
Hang dribble.
Ooh. And one. Ugh.
That was a
least he
hang
got the
dribble
goddamn
into
call.
a step through filth.
You can only call one of them.
Hang dribble. Oh, it's filth, man.
I mean, Cade's been a little bit better than Brunson tonight. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Overall,
He's been perfect. I mean, that's not fair.
He's been better than anyone.
Brunson's been really good.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, we have not had the best player on the court thus far in this game. That's just, and the fact that they are still going to go up 10, I think, is notable.
You want to trade Brunson?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm advocating. And you know what the funniest part of that statement is? Before this season, I bet you there are people out there who would have considered making that swap because of like the upside with Cade.
That's true.
Oh,
that's annoying. I'm happy he didn't play tonight. Sasser, he's killed us.
Good help there, Jalen. Good help there, Jalen.
Excellent. Force these guys into turnovers.
Jalen came over early. Give me that.
Ugh.
We're back. There it is. They didn't call it. That was a good no call. I don't think he took it.
This is the Pistons fighting to stay in this game. It's such an important couple of minutes here. Look at that fucking stat line. He's 25 points on 9 shots.
It's ridiculous.
I wouldn't think we need to stay with Precious that long in this quarter. Or, if anything, move him to the 5. And if you have to take Hartenstein out for minutes reasons. Tough shot. That was
very tough.
Great play.
They still aren't respecting Josh Hart.
Oh, I love that. They called a foul.
Yeah. They still aren't respecting Josh Hart at all. Cade was sitting in the paint, like not even paying attention to Hart above the break. They don't care at all if he's going to shoot, which is smart. I would do the same thing.
100%. By the way, speaking of conscience, like whatever conscience DiVincenzo used to have, they beat out of him.
Yeah, it's gone. I see Devo as like a guy who doesn't have a conscience, like who probably already didn't. Like I don't feel like they had to coax him too much. Maybe they were just like, "Yo, bro, keep shooting." He's like, "Okay."
Bet.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I mean, how cool is it that he's embraced the role, right, and just like taken to it?
Oh yeah.
And where would they be if he hadn't? And if he hadn't done this,
a revelation.
Totally unexpected to me, from me at least. I remember my big thing before the season was, DiVincenzo. They better not see DiVincenzo as backfilling for Emmanuel Quickly. You know, if Quickly goes out, see, oh, well, Devo's going to take his place. It's like that's a big drop off. Actually, DiVincenzo's been better than Emmanuel Quickly this year, which is I never thought I'd say.
I never thought you'd say that either.
And then he became backfill for Quickly and Grimes.
Yeah.
Different players for sure. And they still miss. Obviously, they're still missing Quickly as we talk. For stretches of every game about how the offense looks in this moment of that moment.
Yeah. Did you don't think they could use him? Holy cow!
Yeah, it'd be a whole different ball game if Quickly was around. So
yeah. All right. So quick recap, refresh, whatever. The Knicks are up with Jaden Ivey about to shoot a second free throw. 72-64. Came out, made a nice little push here in the third quarter, but the Pistons have kind of pushed back. So 7-point game now. This is, again, I said it before, but I'll say it again. This feels like a pivotal stretch here. Like the Knicks this is either the Knicks are going to go run away with this game or this is going to be a game until the last 5 minutes. Man.
Man, that's such a great read by Brunson too.
And a relocation by DiVincenzo.
They have really just, I mean, obviously.
Well, I was about to say.
Unsurprisingly, they have great synergy up there. They've been playing together a long time.
I was kind of mostly watching Cade on that play because I want to see how he's guarding Hart and providing help, but he actually stayed with him in the corner. What is this?
Who got a tech?
Who got the tech?
Is it Tibbs? Or is it Hart?
Oh, is it that jersey tuck?
What?
What?
He got a tech for having his jersey untucked that Josh Hart did.
Wait, seriously?
Shitting me?
Wait, are you serious?
That's crazy.
That's
what I thought. I thought Mike Breen said it, and then Grinding for Good confirmed it.
He's in the game. He wasn't even out. Like, usually that's for guys that come into the game. He was already in the game.
Yeah,
the hell?
We need to get it confirmed. But
sometimes the jersey comes untucked in the middle of a game. That happens. You don't give a technical for that. What are they? The police?
Police do hand out technicals for that. I've heard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's a good pass.
Oh, what a pass!
Not a good finish.
What? Okay.
Ivy's done nothing so far. Let's see what he does in open field.
Oh, he looked good there.
Wow.
Shit. Okay, and a little turning point right here. So,
yeah.
10-point game now. All of a sudden, down to 5 with Ivy going back to the line. I can't believe the tech thing that just happened. Like, what are we doing?
He's tough in transition. You got to build a wall on that guy.
By the way, I said Ivy's done nothing. He's done nothing from the floor. He's 6 of 6 from the line. So
I still can't get over the Cade line.
So you're telling me that DiVincenzo made a 3, and then they immediately called a technical?
Yeah. That would seem to be what happened.
I need to see this again. I'm very confused.
I don't. Something tells me you're not gonna.
I'd also take Precious out, or take Hartenstein out and get Bogey in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
reverse
nice.
pivot.
Jesus,
there it is.
Okay, JB heard me criticize his game before.
You know how he got off balance in the first place though was a spin pivot off the screen that got him trailing, and then the decel into the step back. That's footwork, man.
It's out of bounds.
Yeah, second time he did that.
Yes.
Show that Brunson play again.
By the way, according to Basketball Reference, Cade Cunningham was the 7th player this season to score 20 points and a half.
Watch that. See that? That little
goal.
Spin pivot. Now he's on his back, and then it's a decel.
Yeah, the footwork is ridiculous.
Good. Cade just got teed up. That makes up for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good. What were you saying, XJ, about basketball? Or sorry.
Oh yeah, just I saw from Basketball Reference that Cade Cunningham is the 7th player this season to score 20+ points and a half without missing a field goal, which is what he did in the first half of this game.
7th player
this season, yeah.
Want to try to guess the other ones, Benji?
You guys guess the other ones. I got the data in front of me. Question? There's been 7 players this season to score 20+ points and a half without missing a field goal.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Jokic is one.
Okay, can we take turns?
Yeah,
Sure.
take turns. Jokic is not one.
Oh, well, so much for that.
Giannis.
Giannis is not one. You guys can guess probably 3 of these players, and the other 3, there's no chance you'll get them. So
no chance. Oh,
that's no chance.
Without missing a field goal, because like, has Luka had a half where he hasn't missed a field goal? He takes such crazy shots.
Luka is not one, and let me know if you want to give. If you want.
No, I'm not. I wasn't gonna guess Luka. I was just
Embiid.
Embiid is one. Yes,
he's a good one.
Yeah.
Cat?
No, good guess. I wonder how many shots he missed in that half when he
Kevin Durant.
In the 60s. No Kevin Durant. Nope.
That's a good guess. I will go. Trying to think centers. Like, what other centers shoot a lot? There aren't that many left, really.
There's one center on this list. One additional center besides Embiid.
Is he like someone I would think of for this?
He's probably like
Sabonis.
The 12th person you would think of on this list. It's not Sabonis.
Rudy Gobert.
No. Gobert is not here, and neither is Gobert.
Neither guy. Okay, that's
look at this guy. Wow.
Man, another center who is like the 12th guy that I would think of. That's a good clue.
Jalen
Vooch?
Duren.
Neither of those guys. I think those guys are probably a tier behind this guy that I have in front of me in terms of scoring the ball this year.
In terms of scoring the ball, man, I have to get one more right.
It's tough.
Is SGA on the list?
SGA is not on the list. It's a tough list. Here's one quick hint. Two of these guys are on one of the two teams that are playing right now.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Was that the Phoenix game?
I feel like there are two candidates.
It was the Phoenix game. I think.
Yeah.
It had to be the Phoenix game. I don't know. Just give me the other people.
Yeah. Okay. So Julius Randle is the other.
Shit.
What?
That's a great man. Terrible
How did you
job.
do that?
I don't remember the game. It doesn't have exactly when the game happened. The center I was talking about, John, Alperen Şengün.
I wouldn't have thought of him. He is not elevated into my mind as like to that. He is that level of player, to be very clear.
Yeah.
But like my mind hasn't caught up as like when I'm thinking of top-notch centers in the league, like he's going to be one of the guys,
Sure.
first guys pops into my mind.
That's why I said 12th, but maybe it's like 17th for you.
No, but
like
I think 12 is low. And
Yeah.
he should be higher
Yeah.
for this sort of thing. Yeah.
And then the other two that you never were going to get, I would have never gotten, no one would get, Trey Jones
Sure.
wow.
and Georges Niang.
Sure. Drop coverage.
I would have guessed 300 players
George
before
drop
I guessed
coverage
George
Niang.
Niang.
My friend George.
That was a great back and forth, Benji.
That was
Look
big.
at
Yeah,
this guy.
Josh.
He pointed at Fournier after that one.
Did he really?
Yeah. I think George is the only NBA player to interact with me. He's a special place in my heart. Oh, good help.
That was good.
That's fine.
Yeah, he could have that.
Wow,
There it is.
wee mamacita. Oh my.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a kill shot. That would
loved
have
it.
sent him up by 14, which would have been the
No
highest.
conscience.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
See where Precious is playing off of Thompson? You don't care.
Brick wall, Hartenstein there.
This is some rough spacing from Detroit. Nice finish.
Fontecchio just buries his shoulder
Yeah.
in your chest and barrels his way to the rim. That's hilarious.
He's a very nice player.
Like,
He's a nice
people
rotation
laughed
player.
about the trade because it's the Pistons, but like, he's good. You know,
It makes sense. He's a nice rotation player. He's plug and play. Holy mother, that was a difficult shot.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That was a little quick. Okay, come on. You had it at 11, and you had the ball.
Well, that was an awesome pass from Cade, by the way.
Yeah, see, like when they have shooting around, that's what I mean. It's like if you build a roster around him, I just think he's going to become an elite pick and roll player. I just do.
Yeah, I could see it. I see those flashes. Whoa.
That was a dicey pass, right?
Yes.
What is happening here with the Nova boys?
I don't think they know.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, Nova boys!
That's what's happening.
That was sick.
That looked like the Big East tourney.
Come on.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
so
Good
lucky
job.
you missed
Come
that.
on, make that push. Get it up there into the high teens.
All the way to the rim.
Yes, boy,
good float.
Devo.
That's so to go back to what you were talking about earlier, XJ, about you like not expecting this from DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
His kind of intermediate range game, I feel like
Yes.
maybe the numbers aren't there to fully support it. I've been so impressed with it this
I
year.
feel like that's been a result also of the shooting. Is like he now knows he can put his head down, and guys are going to run him off the line, and that
Yeah.
opens up a lot there.
Yeah.
Good help
No.
again by Brunson.
John, it's entirely supported by the data.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Great, I wasn't sure. I had
Phew!
no-
Look at
Cade,
this
are you
guy.
kidding me? So real quick on super low volume, DiVincenzo is shooting 53% from the mid range,
Oh, that's-
97th percentile in the NBA.
Damn,
Insanity.
he's about to hit a three. Or Precious is.
No, he's
That
not.
had no chance off of his fingertips.
That was a missile. Shot that straight up in the air.
He has left Precious in the entire. Again, he's not taking
Yeah.
him out.
What is up with this?
Well, hold on. Well, no, that's obviously coming in for Hartenstein.
He left
Yeah.
Hartenstein out. I wonder if Hartenstein has any minutes left.
Oh, he wouldn't. He wouldn't put, not keep some in reserve for the close of the game. You don't think so, right?
We've seen it though. We saw it in the first game back.
Well, he played 13 in the first half. And there's 8 here, so that's 21. If he's on a 25-minute restriction, then
Bring
you
him
have
back
4
late,
about
yeah.
4 minutes left.
Sorry, he has 4 left. Okay, so we're not going to see him until he may be a little higher now, though.
It could be
'Cause maybe
higher, yeah. It could
Going
be
up
higher.
a little bit each game.
Yeah, see, that's the finishing you got to force him to do.
Get that? How did Precious not get that rebound? Oh,
Good foul.
Yeah, it's a good foul, but like I thought Precious was there for that. Weird game by him.
It's not a good game from Precious in my
Kind of
opinion.
absent tonight,
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm looking up here. I was glancing over at the Pacers-Raptors game, which the Pacers did a good job to come back and either tie or get it within one. They were like right there for a while. Now all of a sudden, I look up at the Raptors are up by 11 points here with 5 minutes to go in
Love
Indiana.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Love that.
Close it out.
IQ's having a decent game. RJ's had a crazy second half because I saw his first. He's 10 for 15 from the floor, 21, 2 and 4.
Jeez.
Damn.
And he would had like 2 points at least midway through the second. So he's had a monster
Come on,
second half.
Miss one. There it
Yes.
is. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the boy.
Okay. All right. We got 9-point lead now, 86-77. It's been a fun little third quarter. Some nice shot making from the Knicks here.
See,
Good pass.
You have 2 guys in the dunker spot.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no spacing.
Yeah. Finish it, Sims.
I've seen that a bunch where I know Precious doesn't want to shoot a corner 3, so he's not spacing. But then you end up in places where you have 2 guys in the dunker spot.
Yeah. Well, it increases your chances of one of them.
One of them dunking. Uh-oh.
Come
Bro.
on. That's ridiculous.
Tim
man.
was not happy
This
with
is the
Jalen.
game of his life. Right.
John, you really called it. You realize that, right?
I did. That's on me. This is on me all the way. I should never talk.
This
I mean,
might-
but what did I say? That he was going to have a night where he goes 5 or 7 from
5
deep?
of 7 from 3 is what you said. He's 5 of
Which-
6 currently.
Oh, wow. That's a hell
So maybe I'll get it. Oh man, I hope. Do we
Should've bet
record
on
these
that, John.
things?
Should have bet on
These
the
are
5
recorded.
plus made threes. He would have had good odds on that.
Yes, you would have gotten amazing odds on that.
No, as long as Andrew could repurpose the clip, as long as the Knicks win, because if the Knicks win, then it'll be
By
fun
the way,
to
the
do.
Raptors have not won this game yet.
I
6-point
know.
game with 3:33 to go. And
I know.
The Pacers score quickly.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I've noticed.
Let's see. Ooh, Halliburton is 2 of 10, a minus 14 in 29 minutes. What is going on? 7 points. What is this game from Halliburton?
I'll be interested to look at the film there and see what they did.
Yeah, this is striking.
Because I have not
so.
seen a line like that maybe all season from him.
No, me neither. I watch a ton of Pacers.
This is really just all Cade tonight, because if you take away his 10 for 13, the Pistons are
What-
17 of 41.
Kiss Cam should be burned.
I was gonna say, are you upset about Kiss Cam, Benji?
Who needs it? I
I don't need that. I don't need any of that.
this is what I mean.
Don't need that.
I don't need any of it. Oh,
They're just looking for the
need
rejections. That's
this.
what they want.
oh.
I don't
Jesus
really. I don't
Christ.
want to.
Damn, the zoom in too. Yikes.
But like, there are a lot of attractive people in the world. There is a thriving porn industry. People will pay money to see other people fuck. So why, if you have a kiss cam in New York City, which is
New
home,
York City.
which is home to many beautiful people, I see them all the time. I live here.
I'm sorry, Mom. I told you to tune in.
Why would you put the camera on perhaps maybe not the most attractive people? Yeah, I don't understand that.
They're looking for
logic.
rejections, John. That's what they. That's
calling a full timeout.
they're looking for the viral video. That's what it is.
Calling a full timeout.
It's like calling, plays for Precious
Not
Achua
stopping. I
when you
called the
have
timeout.
Jalen Brunson on your.
I'm
on
going
your
to give
team.
you a delay of game.
Listen,
Which,
this is-
by the way, important
spit fire.
clarification. AB said in the chat a long time ago that the tech that the Knicks received was not for the untuck, but for a second delay of game. So it was not the jersey untuck. That was
Someone hit the ball after it went in. Is that what happened?
something like that. I just saw it was a delay of game.
I don't know what that's going on with that. He's got a look on his face, man, and a haircut to match.
Okay.
What's
It looks
happening
like
here?
he cut his own hair, I would say. But
Is that a pretzel rod? Is that a spaghetti straight? I don't know what's going on here.
I thought it was a single chopstick, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
Good thing they didn't put him on the kiss cam. That would have been not good. Okay, we're back here. It's 88-80. Thankfully,
Grimes
so-
on Jalen Brunson. This is fun. Are you entertained?
He's got the foul. Nice. I wonder what he's saying to Burks there.
Yeah, what is he saying to Burks? What was Burks supposed to do or not do?
One day we're gonna have all these guys mic'd up.
You think that's where it's headed?
No, no, I don't think so. But it'd be awesome. I would love it, but yeah, I don't imagine a TV network being down to put that on.
So it feels like Brunson's finally getting some more calls here. Oh, Nick to play the most games wearing number 6. I have no idea. Ray Felton, did he wear number 6? Trent Tucker. Let's go.
I never gotten that.
I don't know jersey numbers. I don't. Hey, okie dokie. Okay. Back to a 10-point lead.
Is that Tibbs hasn't pivoted to going 2 on the ball with Cade, based on what you said, John?
That Tibbs hasn't pivoted to going.
What do you know?
As you say it.
That was at least a blitz.
Oh,
Hey!
Precious with a closeout.
That was the
Nice.
first all-out blitz we've seen. It wasn't a double, but it was a blitz. Get it out of his hands. At some point, you know. I think it's important.
I'm going to ask a maybe an easy question. Or an obvious question. What's the difference between a double and an all-out blitz?
So the blitz, he's blitzing and then retreating.
Oh, so that it's just
A
a matter
double
of if you
is until
retreat,
he
it's
passes.
Okay, got it.
The double, he's on the ball until he gets rid of the ball. A blitz
Okay.
is he's until he gets the ball handler back. Get out of here.
You
Oh
knew that
my
was going,
gosh.
dude. You knew that was going down. Come
He
on,
loves that shot. He happens to love
Yeah.
that corner, that left corner 3.
You know it. Yeah,
I just
watch.
didn't think he was in enough of a rhythm to drill it like that.
Fair.
That's good.
It's halfway down. I mean, he's having to do a lot tonight. He's having to do a lot of heavy lifting. Here.
And every night.
Yes, and every night. I mean, he could do it.
Oh, this is an
Seemingly.
interesting switch. Yeah, don't give him that.
Looking for the
That was
bailout.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Score.
Oh, sat
Come
him
on.
down
Oh,
and put him away.
I like them apples, Evan.
That was symbolic.
Yes.
We upgraded white Europeans.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Precious. Oh, look
Get
at
a save by
Bojan on the
Bogey.
floor.
Let's
That's my
go.
boy.
Let's wake up. Let's wake up. Come on, guys.
Come on, Burks. Oh,
That would have been.
I wanted that.
I wanted it to. Yeah.
See,
That'd be
Bojan's
nice.
learning the Knicks way quickly. That's not good.
What? I guess Jericho was supposed to go to the paint and didn't for whatever reason.
It was just transition. They just didn't get back.
Didn't, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
What's happening?
This
Oh
is
my
a
God.
really rough possession.
Alec
What is
Burks is about to
happening?
do something goofy.
Well,
Oh
he-
my goodness.
that he did.
That
Okay.
was a brutal possession.
Come on.
It was.
Important last minute here, guys. Close this quarter strong. You've done a lot of good work in this quarter.
Oh no, we got him on the step back a third time. Big miss.
Man, he can't
Okay.
just make that all night. I'm okay with that.
No, it's not bad defense.
Fine.
Yeah.
Get across the timeline, Jalen. Jesus, he does that a lot.
He's been doing it. He's been playing point guard his whole life. He's got it. He's got it in his head.
Yeah, but that was that was close.
That's the stuff. I've been asking for this. Good luck, Evan.
Oh,
destroyed him.
wow.
Evan just ate his lunch.
Forced the turnover.
You read it.
Was that Fournier or SGA on that? I couldn't tell.
Yes, good substitution.
Yeah, 10 seconds left in the third.
Go get Jalen. Sit him down. Get a stop.
Yes. Important stop here. Come on. Get this.
It's a good job making him catch that deep. Now you got to get a stop. Why is Bojan on him?
Nice.
Shoot it.
Come on, you got
Can
time.
you
You
shoot
got
it?
time.
Can you shoot it? Oh my! I hate that. I
Oh,
hate that
wuss.
so much.
Didn't like that. Did not like that. I'm now over to your side on Bogey. Benjy. Passing it back to Sims.
He passed it backwards, which is crazy.
Sims.
Yeah.
Sims.
Somebody
Honestly,
said
Sims would have drained it.
Yeah, that's it.
You gotta
Oh,
go yak.
I don't know, do we need to reset for
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm just pulling up an updated box score here.
I'm so
Okay,
grateful that
so-
you guys do the resets. Andrew knows I would never.
I mean, I think I've gotten better. I'm still not very good at it. Okay. But of course, my page is not updating now. So I know the Knicks are up by 8 points. That much I could report. Going into the fourth quarter against a Piston team that continues to play, I think, very well. Hold on. As I'm waiting for the page to update. Do you guys have an issue with how the Knicks have played tonight?
No, and I think and I'm honestly I'm okay with the fact that they haven't put 2 on the ball with Cade. Like I think it's cool to throw it in there as to throw him off a little bit, like the blitz that Benjy mentioned, but I'm fine with it just being like, okay, Cade, are you gonna just shoot 20 for 20 tonight? No, you're not, and you're not gonna win if you don't. So I'm fine with how the Knicks have played overall, I think. Yeah,
he's not. So he's down to 10 for 16. Still with the 32 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. He's obviously the headliner. Fontecchio has 12 points, 2 of 5 from deep. Nobody else on the Pistons is really doing anything from deep. They've cooled off a little bit. They're only at 41% now on threes. Cade Cunningham is at 5 for 7 on threes. That would be hysterical if he ended up with that number. And for the Knicks, we got Brunson leading the way, 28 points on 20 shots. Finally got to the line a bit. 8 trips to the line so far in this game. To match Cade, 1 more than Jaden Ivey, who's also been parading to the line. And, DiVincenzo doing his part, 4-9 from deep. Josh Hart doing his thing. Tough to really lay blame anywhere. I mean, Precious is the only one, and we've kind of beat it into the ground that's having an off game. But, he's allowed to have an off game every now and then. I'm not about to kill him given all that he's given them over the last, month plus. Let me see if there's any interesting team-wide statistics here. Don't really think teams about even on the boards. Knicks still have a little advantage on the offensive glass, although that's kind of
48.
back.
That was the 48 points. Sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the screen. And Pistons only 12 turnovers for the game. I think that's going to be an important thing to watch in the fourth. Can the Knicks generate a couple more turnovers?
Grimes hits a 3.
There we go. Okay.
The one thing I wanted to point out is that the Knicks have 13 more shot attempts than the Pistons do tonight.
Oh my God, Alec.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think he is.
All right, he's actually unserious because that's ridiculous.
This is what I said on the pod, though. It's we got him to be a backup point guard, and the one thing I don't want him to do is play point guard.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Benjy. Why is he so casual?
Because he's Alec Burks.
Yeah.
Because he's smooth as hell, but then he's casual.
Can't have that.
Does he think he's Robinson Cano? It's bro, you gotta show some.
It's an amazing reference.
Yeah.
Robbie Cano making the casual throw to first, going
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Need to get a stop.
Come on, finish the possession.
Malachi just cooked Burks. That was crazy.
Sure did.
And so the last few minutes, Fournier, Grimes, and
the Knicks.
Malachi. Yeah, the 3 Knicks. All making important plays. And all of a sudden, what do we have? We have a 3-point game. And let's see if the old Pistons can do something. Not there.
Yeah, and it's Pistons ball.
Is it? Yep. Okay.
Didn't like that shot. Didn't like the possession.
So Busy said they're targeting Burks. It kind of seems like that. Let's see where they go back to now.
How quickly do you go back to Brunson? Jesus.
That's a good question.
It's ridiculous that the guy has to play every minute of every game to have a chance to win.
Spain. Grimes coming out. That's a boy,
yes,
Josh.
Yes.
Got to get a bucket here. What are you doing? Relax. Grimes has been terrific defensively last few possessions.
Yeah, he's a menace right now.
Terrific.
He's turning up right now. Finally got him off the ball.
Gosh.
That's it. That's a big shot there.
Big shot.
Yeah, you got to screen. You got to get Quentin off the ball right now. He's a menace right now. Fournier pick and roll.
Come on, Burks.
Oh.
Dodged the bullet.
Died. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, it's a good closeout after a good step back.
Yeah.
Grift. That looked like a foul.
I mean, it's contact. It's definitely
Yeah.
contact.
Oh, see, Flint learned that one from Brunson.
I was gonna say the same thing. That is the Brunson. That's crazy that he pulled that out.
Little low pickup, swing through.
So this offense looks really bad right now. How did they have no ball?
There he
Oh
is.
my gosh. As soon as I was going to say it.
So
Wow,
if you're
that's
keeping
it, AB.
track, yeah, he's done.
Thanks for your contributions.
Much appreciated. So Brunson's at 30 minutes. So if it's close down the stretch, you figure this is going to be
board.
39 for him.
Good outlet.
Yeah.
That's it. Get Fournier on the ball. Oof. Yeah.
There
it is.
Yes.
Get a tech. You got a tech.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he really? Oh man.
Evan,
Evan. People never really took to him while he was here. It might be the understatement of the year, but yeah, some fans probably don't mind giving it to him right now.
Do you see him mocking Jalen on that right now as he waited for him to shoot the tech?
Let's see. Was this an all-time grift? Yeah. It's a big, nice flop.
That is what Evan was gesticulating. He was doing the thing.
He's such an idiot.
I love him though.
Absolutely was a flop. I don't think it gets overturned on a challenge though, because he's moving into him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
And if I was a Detroit Pistons fan, I'd be furious with that foul call.
Yeah,
I
of
will
course.
say that. Being the objective man that I am.
Something I wanted to say is with Burks, because I agree with you so much, Benji, about like I don't want Alec Burks to be dribbling. I want him to be a spot up shooter, and we saw his impact was pretty good in Detroit. A huge contingency of impact is role, and I think that is something that's underestimated. It's his impact in his role on his team, and I think Burks, his impact is going to drop way down once he becomes like having more on ball creation responsibilities.
Although I think Julius would help.
Yes.
Right? Like, come on, Jericho.
You thought he could have gotten to that?
Yeah, I thought he lost.
Oh no!
Did he travel first?
Oh no! Why did he bite so hard on that?
Did his foot come off the ground though? Am I missing that?
I couldn't tell.
Oh wow! So we're looking for anybody single season franchise history for the Knicks, most 30-point games. Brunson has just passed Ewing's 90-91 season. Ewing had one season where he just was out of his mind, scoring 89-90. That's the season he averaged 28.4, 28.6, something like that. Brunson's climbing up there, man. He may get to, I mean, is it crazy to think he'll get to 36 with 24 games to go after tonight? I don't know.
Totally feasible based on how much they lean on him at this point.
You know, and obviously it needs to be
don't
said,
screen for him. It's silly. Doing too much. Get out.
Yeah.
And Asar just completely
just
leaves Josh Hart
because he's one pass away, right? I
Yep.
mean, that was a goaltender.
That's a goaltending. That's a
Very
goaltending.
poor finish by Grimes, who never had a left hand.
Yep. Can you get Josh out of there? Can he go to the other corner? I don't know why he's close to Brunson.
Exchange it. 100% he should. Yes. They could have called that a foul.
Sure. Knicks have gotten a little fortunate here with some of these calls.
Yep.
I'm not.
That was a gut Chicago.
See, there's a big difference leaving bogey. I wanted them to pay for that so much.
Good defense here. Good defense.
Good
Nice.
closeout.
Good job. Winning the closeouts.
So balanced.
Yikes.
Okay. Back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, Quentin is pumped right now.
No.
Fournier and Grimes arguing about the who was responsible there.
I mean, I'm sure they want this.
They are not even they're not hiding it. They are intense right now.
They shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
my Clyde's keys are you got to get Grimes off the ball because he's a monster right now. He's like he did a line of coke in the locker room or something. He's crazy. And you got to get Josh away from the ball. Like he can't be one pass away because Asar is just disrespecting him entirely. Like doesn't care what he does. So.
Come on. That's annoying.
Miss free throw. 5-point lead with 7.5 minutes left.
I had a feeling this would be this game.
Get the switch, send the double, no rotation, bang, bang.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous.
Who needed to rotate there?
Hart was just a tick late.
No.
Got to get Grimes off the ball. He's... Yes.
Ooh,
great swing by
big
Hart.
Yes.
shot.
Big difference having Bogey in the corner. Big difference.
What a massive
Wally.
shot that was there.
I'm so glad I'm not listening to Wally.
I think it's Han.
That's good defense. I mean,
Excellent
forced them
defense.
into a tough shot.
Oh, yeah. All right. Go screen.
Look, they're leaving Hart.
Ooh,
They're
look at
leaving
those
Josh
pivots.
all the way.
Leaving him wide open.
And can he make
Yep.
them pay?
Oh!
Nice.
That's how you know they wanted it. I've never
What?
seen Fournier play defense that hard before.
Yeah, play a little too hard.
Too hard, yeah.
But that's what Josh needs to do. There was no hesitation. It was immediately attack the basket, and they got
that's
they
great.
got a foul out of it. What a shot!
That's something you work on. Jump catching, landing, and shooting.
I agree with you, John. I also think Quentin made a mistake by closing out so hard to Josh. I think you kind of you stutter step to the closeout and let him shoot that if he wants to.
I agree.
But when you're coming from the top, you're gonna give up that baseline drive regardless, probably.
That's true.
So that was does it make the baseline drive that much easier if you give the guy the runway, like more of the runway? And I don't know the answer. I'm just wondering aloud.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thanks to Toronto, by the way. Pulled it out.
Yeah. Big dub.
Way to go, RJ.
RJ killed, didn't he?
There's so many Knicks in the discourse right now. Many Knicks.
They're all sprinkled around the league right now.
RJ had 24, 2 and 5. Quick had 19, 6 and 2 on 16 shots.
Nice.
All right.
Both were big pluses in the game.
I mean, if Indiana won that
Grady,
game,
by the way, Grady Dick, 4 for 4 from 3, 18.
Grady is a
5.
monster, man. I love that guy. He's balling.
He's balling.
yeah, no, if Indy had won the game, they'd have been tied for the moment at least with the Knicks in the win column. So yeah, it's important. This Eastman big game tonight. So I think the Heat the Heat never really punt games because they find ways to win games they shouldn't. But like, I think they're like Butler's suspended tonight, and I believe they're sitting Rozier and Hero for this game against the Kings. So hopefully the Kings could take care of business. They've been playing better lately, so that you would think at home in Sacramento that shouldn't be too tall of an order. Listen, man, just stay as far ahead of the play-in as you can. That's where we're at right now.
By the way, we do Sweet Caroline at the Garden now. This is Boston music. What is this?
I don't know. I'd never been a fan of this song. Never.
This is just, this feels like Fenway Park to me. I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh, man.
You all right?
Sorry.
It's a tense game.
I forgot we're live.
It's okay.
Tired, man. That's all.
Benjy, you are allowed to be tired.
Real quick, Halliburton's line tonight. 32 minutes, 2 of 11, 1 of 6 from 3, a minus 15, 9 points.
Big fake superstar.
I can't believe you called him a fake all-star. What a ridiculous thing to say.
Who was on him? How'd they guard him this way? It's like you said, Benji. I want to look back at that game. All right.
That's a tough shot.
That is a tough shot. With a Sar
Very tough there. Did they not have time on the clock, I guess? Maybe they didn't have time because it was of the way the previous play ended.
I love Monty's leaving out the former Knicks.
Ivy. He should. Yeah.
Blues.
Oh, what a pass.
He's always been good at that drop-off pass.
What a pass. Oh,
He's always been good at that drop-off pass.
Back to 3. Okay. My goodness.
Better
like
drop
the Knicks
off.
should be up a little bit more.
Better drop off pass, Quentin Grimes or Jeremy Lin.
Did
Oh, no.
Did not expect to get that question tonight.
No.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised
He
he hesitated
hesitated.
on that. Now he's shooting it.
He got fouled. Are you
Hey,
kidding me?
fouled. Oh, no. Fouled
Are you
on the
kidding
3.
me?
Come on, Bogey. You can't do that there. You got back. He hesitated. No reason to do that.
Yeah, exactly. He finished. He's standing still. That's a no rhythm corner 3. Like there's no reason to foul.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Yeah.
It's a foul.
Oh man.
Okay. I think he's going 3 for 3.
No, I take the under. I take the under.
Jaden, stop it.
Jaden. Oh.
Bogey hater.
Uh,
I will not be labeled the bogey here.
I don't mind Bogey's game tonight nearly as much as I mind Hart's. That's for sure. Hart, not sorry, Burks. That's what I meant. Burks. Bogey, I think, gave you some nice contributions tonight so far, and he's going to have to give them some more probably if they're going to win this game because I would imagine he's closing with them, right?
Clank. He made all 3.
Yeah, here we go. Tie game. 5 minutes left. Let's go.
He might be closing with him. They got Osar on
And Asar on Brunson now, yeah.
Brunson, he's tough.
9 fourth quarter points.
Wow. Dude, we don't need that.
Don't need that there.
Took a lot of really quick threes in this game.
This is not good, man. I didn't
Spain
expect
for Grimes.
this.
I didn't expect this either.
That was the first
Oh.
time they read Spain correctly. First time they covered it correctly all night.
Come
Give
on,
it to me,
Devo.
Devo.
Come on, Devo. Bang!
He makes the big ones, man. He just does. That was a really good sequence, both sides.
Who got the steal? I missed who got the steal.
I think it was DiVincenzo, wasn't it?
Yeah, DiVincenzo, but I mean it was an easy steal in some way. That's a great
Oof.
finish by Durant.
That was
Wow.
crazy.
Fantastic finish by Duran.
He's got great hands.
Okay, boys.
He had
Didn't
no
have any
lift on
legs.
that. Did you see that?
Didn't have any legs on it.
Yep. It was all arms. He tried to force that in. Brunson's spent. How many minutes is Brunson at?
If he plays the rest of the game, he'll be at 39. So do the math. I think he's at 35.
Okay.
It honestly seems kind. 39.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it's not as much as I thought.
Well, he sat a decent portion of the first half. They actually only
Yeah.
brought him in with maybe 5.5 or 6 left.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second unit actually had some traction there for a minute.
Yeah.
Man.
Fournier, Fontecchio in for Fournier.
Yeah, it's a good sub.
So they still have Grimes out there and Asar.
I would finish with Grimes. He's been really good.
Yeah, 100%.
We went Precious for bogey, huh? Wow, he did.
Okay.
Good help. Uh-oh. Hello.
This is
There it is.
This is not good.
Man, good for Quentin. It fucking is killing me right now, but like talk about coming up big in a big spot. A massive spot for him personally.
Asar's being a pain in the rear end too.
Yeah, you're not going to just beat him like that.
I would really think they should go guard to guard. That's tough. Attaboy, Precious. I would stay out of the 1-5s and go guard to guard and try to get them to switch something and get him on Cade or get him on Fontecchio. Because he's definitely bothering Brunson from behind.
Yeah, I hear that. I totally agree. Fontecchio's on Precious though, so it has to be Cade, I think.
Good defense. There we go.
Nice.
And he's a little cold now.
Did he travel? Good finish, Brunson.
It's just a great decel.
Good finish, Brunson.
It's just a great decel. He's amazing at decelerating.
That's crazy to go from that speed to just.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Luka-like.
Yeah. Best decel in the game, probably, right, Luka?
Definitely, I would say. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, good switch. It was weird, but
Oh, that would have been a patented.
Yeah, he hasn't had one yet tonight. I was gonna say. I like the late switch.
Yeah.
Good defense. At it, baby.
Oh, beautiful. I love Josh Hart's defense that whole possession. That was awesome.
I really like late switching those actions when he's not going to be able to get all the way to the rim. Ooh. Here
In
we
rhythm.
go, baby. Put on the bed.
Let's go. Come on.
Another stop. Get back.
Come on. Yeah.
Brunson on Durham.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Yep, scram it
Bump him
out. Good work.
Yeah.
Now Grimes wants it. See, the handle there is just a little suspect.
Yes.
That's fine, baby. Hello.
Oh, are you serious? What the fuck?
I was never missing, too. Big
Oh,
shot.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
that was a big one.
Hey, good basketball game, huh?
The guy's shooting 13% from three.
Yeah. It's just you tip your cap. Take it all
Unreal.
day.
Really unreal.
This is short,
had the
man. He doesn't
legs.
have the legs for it. He's short.
All right, here we are, boys.
I cannot believe Asar Thompson.
I haven't been in a lot of these games this year.
Yeah, where it feels like this? No.
No, it's like really tight until the very end.
What a play by Precious. Holy cow, what a help.
block.
What a block. All right, now you got a matchup you can exploit. DiVincenzo in the corner. Hartenstein come over. Hartenstein pin.
Yeah, Cade is the one that's going to help.
I would have driven left.
Oh.
Ooh, challenge.
Yeah, that's Nick's
Look
ball.
to challenge it. Think about a challenge.
They called that Pistons ball?
Yeah, I didn't.
thought-
Yeah, he's gonna look to my challenge.
I thought it was off Grimes at the
Left.
naked
Oh,
eye.
you know what? It's Hartenstein. I said it was Precious. It might have been Hartenstein.
Yeah, was it like a double block? It was crazy.
Wow, it's Hartenstein
it is
all the
Hartenstein.
way. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Man, I did not need this tonight.
No, this is a tense game, man. I don't feel good at all.
They keep showing that boogie dunk.
Okay. Do a reset here quick. As I try to pull up the score. What are we up by 1?
Yeah, 110, 109.
110, 109. 58 seconds left to go. We'll see if Tibbs challenges this. Out of bounds call.
I wish they showed that replay instead of the highlight. Like I do think it was off of Grimes, but not sure.
What'd you think of Hart's shot there? You okay with it or?
You know, the clock wasn't too high at that point. I don't mind the shot. I thought Brunson choosing to drive right where the help was going to come from was maybe an early error there. Because
Okay.
if he drives
Mhm.
left,
Mhm.
Grimes has to come help, and I think Hartenstein's either going to pin in or he's going to roll into the dunker spot, and I think you're going to find something better.
Yeah, that's a great call. Yep.
Didn't need it there. Busy asks a good question. Is Grimes a cautionary tale of why not to trade a two-way player for specialists? I think me and Benjy tried to do the conversation justice on the pod. I think it depends on what he turns into. We'll see. Obviously, if he keeps progressing and he really is a two-way player that can do all the things he needs to do to stay on the floor for 25 minutes a night for a good team, then yeah, I think the Knicks will come to regret that. I think part of the decision was the fact that they started to question whether that's what he was. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm thinking about he drove that to the right side towards Hart and Precious.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
But here we are. Okay. Did
Yeah,
they review
Benjy,
it? I don't know. I can't hear anything, so I don't know what's going on. But
I was just gonna say I was thinking the same thing. It's like I don't know why you went to that side where everybody's free to help, and the other side it was like you would pay the price for helping. So I'm not sure whether the on-ball defense was sending him that way or he just chose it, but it was weird.
Man, the worst part of this is again, it's a game. You're in a game with the Pistons with under a minute to go. I can't even sit here and kill the Knicks tonight. I don't think they've played poorly. I think it's just the Pistons have played really well.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been a perfect game by any stretch, but you have to find a way to win.
Nope.
Find a way to win.
Ball.
There you go. Okay. I guess he didn't.
I hope a replay didn't show that was close because it would be a good challenge. Oh yeah, Josh.
Come on. Finish the possession. Finish the possession.
What kind of pass was
Great
that?
defense. Look at this guy.
This guy is
Oh,
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
That's a great finish.
Incredible.
Great finish.
You do see him practice those jellies, so not shocking that he's able to do that.
I mean, that was an incredible finish.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Taking so many threes.
He doesn't have it in him to drive. Oh.
Why?
Oh no, Devo.
What? There's no whistle?
And won! And won!
There was no whistle. How was there no whistle?
Look at Monty. What?
What just happened?
Oh.
What? That was a great play by Hart. Okay. This is a terrible play by Devo. Okay.
Awful pass.
What
by
happens
Devo.
here?
Couldn't even finish the play. That is insane. Come on, Josh. We got it. That's it. Game over.
Hold on. He's fouled. He got fouled. The game is not over yet.
They have 2 timeouts left. Got to make both now.
This is some finish, by the way. That's a tough finish.
I mean,
that's a serious finish. Somebody clipped that.
What just happened?
Come on, Josh. Yes.
Do you think it was a foul on DiVincenzo on Thompson?
I don't give a fuck.
I need to watch that back like 5 times.
No fucks right now.
Oh my God.
I don't care if he had to sell his soul to Satan himself to get that ball.
After a terrible pass, yeah.
Come on, Josh.
Jeez. Come on, Josh.
Nope. Another offensive rebound.
But
game over. Now it's game over.
Do you think there's any chance that was intentional?
They can't get it off. They can't. I mean, that's what the Knicks. That is a Knicksy win. If I
to
ever
count
saw
on,
one.
but to count on getting the tip there,
No.
I don't think it was intentional. But
No, not with the timeout. No way. Not with Detroit with the timeout.
yeah, but
He's saying it. Monty's saying the foul.
Yeah, he's saying it was a foul on DiVincenzo.
All right. Look, here's what I'm going to say before I go over and do the post game. The Knicks got a possible win stolen from them before the All-Star break on the most ridiculous call in an NBA game this year. Whatever did or did not happen on that final sequence was not nearly as egregious as what happened in Houston, A. And B, the Knicks needed to make a basket. They needed to make a play to bring this win home, and Josh Hart actually made it. So I am not going to sit here and feel bad about that win after, especially given what happened in Houston. That's my last thought. XG, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, I largely agree. I mean, looking back at it, I do think it was a foul, but I don't feel bad for the Pistons in this situation. Their losses don't matter, really. And the Knicks did get robbed earlier in the season, as you so articulately mentioned, John. So I don't feel bad for him. It was a big win. Josh made the huge shot. I felt concerned about the offense. There's no way to get offense besides from Brunson creating it, and he was clearly gassed, pulling up for threes, short on every one of them. So that's a concern moving forward, but as it has been for the entire season that Randall's been out. But big win, just get out with a win, and I'm glad that they did.
Benjy.
Playing crazy hard, even when it's ugly, wins you some games sometimes. And that last possession, if not, is a microcosm of what these guys can do. They're just fighting for offense, and not just the last possession. Then the offensive rebounds on the free throws. That's just like a classic Knicksy win. And until they get all their talent back, they're going to have to win games sometimes like that. So nice to see them do it.
Completely agree. I am going to help. Apparently, my wife needs a little bit of assistance with a child who does not want to go to bed. So I'm going to get out of here. I will see everybody on the post game in a few.